Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode number 14 of Shackled City, that which slumbers. How are we doing?
We are existing.
Existing. We are alive. We are existing. That's, that's okay. That's okay. Like, you guys surely have had fun and interesting weeks. You don't need this tonight. We can just very laissez-faire and handle this. Or how do you want to do it?
Lies.
The problem is
we're having withdrawals because it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks, and our batteries are just running so low. That's why it's existence.
Yeah. I mean that's fair. I get that. I get the need, right, to have the story. It's important, it's regular. We like a little regularity in our lives. And maybe we can do a bit more of that tonight. I like that. I can start off by saying that we only have to do this maybe one more time because I only have, believe it right now, only one more session with my dermatologist. So a lot less face stabbings in my future, only one to go, so we won't have to take so many breaks. Won't be 3 weeks on, 1 week off. But then again, you guys might get to the point where it's just straight D&D and you're like, I'm fucking sick of this guy.
Nope.
Dude, no. I'm sick of it.
No.
Probably not.
Nope.
Okay,
I didn't think we are, chat. Who does he think we are?
When I said this guy, I didn't mean me. I meant Ivy. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's true. Okay, it's a different story.
All right.
Fair.
Signing off, everybody.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll find them at the Brax.
Yeah, that'd be out
here.
there at the Brax. It's cool.
Get back
That's
here,
cool.
you character. Get out of here.
So we've had tonight is 14 sessions. Before we get into recap, I got to know, how are you guys feeling about your characters? Just from the upward feel, like not as you as like, I am Carter, right? But like, how are you guys feeling about your character stories? Are they interesting thus far, or what are we thinking?
I am enjoying the heck out of Aiden and finding out just what exactly the twists and turns that through your mind that the reams and reams of information I gave you about him has turned into.
Not quite what you expected, right?
Not what I expected, but I am delighted by what's been coming up so far. Let's just say though, depends on what's up with Mom. That when that comes about, you and I may have to have words.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go your way, but yeah, that's fair. Good. We like that. What about Carter? The anomaly that is Carter.
I mean, that's the thing. He's an anomaly, and I'm enjoying that. I don't think anyone's got a good idea of which direction his story's going, me included. I'm enjoying that.
I've talked with not a single person about your character. Normally I have someone, right? I have a confidant, someone that I can lean into like, hey, I've got this idea. I've got an angle that I want to work. What do you think of this?
And Sloth probably hates you for it.
Oh no, he loves it. He loves the goss. He's the man that's stepping to the table with the teapot, okay? But I haven't said anything about Carter's character. I'm cooking with this, okay? This is a new secret recipe. The blend of herbs and spices are not known yet, okay? There might be a little cumin. There's going to be a little tahini, but we're doing something different with this, and I'm excited for it.
This recipe is not found in the material plane.
That is true. You guys, you don't speak chimes, okay? If you could speak chimes, then you would know the levels in which we are building here, which is
we don't speak
cool.
Bing Bong here.
It's true.
The problem is we all know what those wind chimes are made of.
How
Silver.
about Sulsora?
Sulsora is a really interesting character because her own backstory isn't that deep right now, but Sulsora's interactions with everyone else have kind of created this backstory that I didn't expect initially, but has just kind of happened. So it's a super interesting character to play because like my direct backstory hasn't really come fully out yet. It kind of, but you get the point.
Yeah.
That more of my backstory right now is based in things that Sosora does rather than actual parts of her backstory, if that makes sense.
True. So Sora's backstory is, I'm going to be honest, it's nearly non-existent. Going over the character introduction and the build that we had, it left so much for exploration.
Room for activities.
There's a lot of room for activities with that character build. Yeah. I'm actually really excited about it because you guys gave me enough that I could chomp on the bit, and then you've given me sort of carte blanche to go in any direction that I wanted to with it, which is great because if you give me too much to work with, I feel like I'm stepping onto another writer's shoes. And sometimes it just doesn't always work that well. Sometimes you got to trust the process. And while my process is invariably a little different than everyone else's, I happen to like the way that my mind thinks when it comes to these kind of things. And if you didn't like it, you probably wouldn't be here after 13 sessions, right? That's my guess.
True.
Rowan.
Oh boy.
Your story has the least amount of attention to it thus far, but I'd like to think that courtesy of the direction that it's going, we have a lot of grounds for exploration.
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm in the dark as well. That's kind of what I wanted because the character itself doesn't know where he's going, so it kind of makes sense. So I can't really metagame. Although you have mirrored his story in other ways in the episode so far, so it's kind of rough sometimes, but yeah, it's good. I like it.
It is fun. I like to tickle down that story time lane. It's good stuff. And then the other side of the coin, the person with the most exposition in their personal story, Aaron.
It's Aaron.
How are we feeling about Aaron?
Oh boy, how are we not feeling about Aaron right now? So I like when I was creating Aaron, I was setting him with a pretty straight, like straight man path of come back, follow under Skellerang, become the second Skellerang, and leave their city to.
This is the most John Madden approach that I've ever heard in regards to what's that? You see, there was a guy, and he happened to be alive.
Aaron, up until that point, had pretty much had his entire life planned out for him by both Skellerang and himself, and he was fine with that at the time. He didn't think that there would be any great variance in that. And of course, me as both the player playing Aaron and Aaron himself were greatly thrown for a loop with the 21-year time skip and being thrown right back into the city.
Bub just snuck it in there real quick, man. How did he do that?
Yeah. It's almost like he tells a story or something.
What is that about?
But now Aaron's in a place where he's not sure what he's doing. Even his own sister is like, hey, maybe the guard's not in the place for you anymore.
Talk about a gentle talk down, right? Like, hey, you don't really have what it takes. You get like, you might have at one point, but like things have changed, man. Like this isn't the 1994 NBA anymore. Okay. It's 2016. Things are just different. You might need to never mind. It's sports talk. You guys don't know shit about sports talk. That's fine. Maybe Christy. Hold on. I take it back. Maybe Christy. That's all right. But it's an entirely different ball game. It's not the same Cauldron that you came to know. Things are very much the same. The cornerstones of the city are still there. Some of the things that made it what it is didn't quite go anywhere, but, well, the people changed. The lifeblood of the city changed.
The facade is still there, but the foundations are different.
Yeah. I am thrilled with everyone's story thus far. Have there been things that have been missed? Yeah. Are there going to be things that are still going to be missed? Oh, yeah. But are you still on the right track? I like to think so. You're doing it. So just keep going. Let's see what else is in store for you as we meander. I'm not going to say charge. Meander through the story. And as we talk about what happened last time. What do you guys remember about session 13? Without focusing vitriol at Bulba, because I know the want is there.
Well, basically, we did the smartest move that any party can do, and we split up again.
Yep.
Aaron and Solsora went with Leona to the guard barracks, and the rest of us went charging off to the inn where the siblings had been kept at to see what was what.
What'd you guys find there?
The owner and her husband tied up, stabbed the same way Aaron was. Found a drawing of their little family plus record underneath the bed. And a dead cat.
And a dead cat. Yeah. Poor cat. What do you think the point of the dead cat was? What's that about?
I guess they're just assholes.
There was no hesitation.
They went pss, 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 and the cat didn't come, so like, fuck it.
It was just to prove that you kill more than just horses.
Yeah, that's it. Got me. You caught the tater, man. That's crazy. Shit, I've been outed. Next time I'll disguise it.
Cats.
Yeah, what's that about? Fuck, man. At least I'm dodging these horse accusations. We'll move on. There's still time though. It's fine.
That's right. It's early.
Was there anything else about the tavern that was important?
We
Well-
already mentioned the drawing.
Yeah.
Not unless you're talking about the wild magic surge and the introduction of a new pet to the city.
Well, I don't think that's something worth, glancing over. I think it's worth talking about, at least a little.
Well, yeah, as we were getting ready to enter a potentially unknown dangerous situation, Aiden, of course, wants to protect himself because he's kind of fond of his own skin and went to, cast some mage armor. And a certain someone who may or may not be in his own party decided to trigger a wild magic surge, and we summoned an extra planar phasing rust monster egg.
Yeah.
I got you familiar. I don't know what you're complaining about.
But in order to be a familiar, it's got to be bonded to me. And this thing, we decided it was a greater. Well, after much debate with Carter,
It's just an egg.
He's a little guy.
Just a
Just a little guy. Just a little dude.
It's crazy.
yeah. So end all and be all. An hour later, Rowan manages to crush it, but it crushes too easy, and the larvae inside the rust flea, if you will, is currently missing and gone to parts unknown.
Yeah. Parts
That
unknown.
that will never come back and bite us in the ass ever again.
No way.
It fed off Carter's necklace.
It did.
He
Yeah.
He almost lost his symbol of Palor.
Very close. It's what did you call it? A Pilor de Mara? Is that?
Yeah, my symbol of Pillar de Mara.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. It's funny that that's kind of brought up because this isn't the first time that we've had some figures of singular note that should not be paired together. What's the first one that you guys encountered?
Hextor and Heronius.
Hextor and Heronius. What do you guys know about Hextor and Heronius?
Well, they are, according to lore, they are brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers.
They both are warlike / protective type deities, and one is reportedly good and one is reportedly evil or tyrannical.
Yeah.
And they're not supposed to get along.
They're not supposed to get along. No. I mean, you know how it goes, right? You have a single scribe to write down the messages as told by a single person. Everybody's got personal feelings, right? Like, that Hextor guy, what a dick, am I right? Like, he could never. You do think he talks about himself that way? No. He probably thinks he's a swell guy.
Then we play the world's most fucked up game of telephone.
You did.
Well, Nothing says, waking up in the morning and trying to crush the world under your iron fist than coffee beans. So
Yeah. That was actually the Folgers motto, believe it or not. Yeah, nailed right there. Very fortuitous. They saw right into it. You did play telephone a little bit. How did the message start? How did it get from point A to point B? What's that about?
What? Yeah.
Everything happening right now with Aaron and his inability to clearly communicate for one reason or another. That's all. What's going on?
I guess you could say it's not quite paranoia, but
Sure.
it's getting close to that. With how easy he's now realized this city is to just like be caught out on your own or just have someone listening over your shoulder.
Yeah.
There's more like in Aaron's mind, there's more than one party trying to go after these children. And he doesn't need that information just spreading out everywhere. They've already been pretty rough with how they're investigating this. And it's pretty obvious to everyone around them that they are kind of going in there like a bull through a china shop to just get to these kids, which has been effective so far, at least more than what the city guard has accomplished information-wide, but it's also let pretty much everybody with some kind of information network in the city know exactly what's going on with this.
Exactly?
Not exactly, but a pretty rough idea of like, hey, we know what's
We think we know.
we think we know.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a big game of telephone. Messages are getting sent, people are picking up on details, but not everyone has the full story. Which is with you guys.
Yeah.
Even you guys are you are the centermost focus of this, and even you don't have the full story. So, I mean, you got your work cut out for you. Okay. What did Leona recommend to you? What did Leona recommend to the group? It doesn't have to be Aaron that answers.
We joined the Adventurers Guild to get enough authority to go to Keegan Gill's shop and kick the door in, because apparently there's something in the back.
Yeah. How easy is this going to be?
No idea. I'm just gonna keep walking forward.
Not easy. If Aaron were to continue going through the path of become Leona's page, like he's pretty much unknown. Even if the captain and the right hand is vouching for him, it's still months of paperwork and verification, and especially for someone like Keegan, who's very well known and respected in the city. Now, with adventurers, with a clear task given to them by another, not major, but not a small force in the city at all, the Church of St. Cuthbert, like they would get that authority to at least get into the shop without waiting for permission from anyone else.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Let's I want to posit a question here, and I would like an earnest answer here from everyone, sort of about like the grander picture. Let's say hypothetically you guys become a recognized and chartered adventuring party. Name TBD, okay? You will become significant outside of the city as well, as this is a continental guild association. There are expectations about performance. There are debts to be paid similarly. But your personal information will also be out there for identification reasons. I'm going to hedge a guess here and say that not everybody in the party wants their personal details outed. This is a conversation that can't be ignored. How does everybody think this is going to go? I want to posit this now because you're going to need time to think about this.
What personal details?
Well, that's what I was also asking last episode. If I have to give my real name, like, how do they know who I am?
That's true.
I can give any name, right?
That's true. But you're not entirely sure how this operation is handled.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I was looking for more information.
Yeah, they might. Genya might know. I think you said it was on the northern side of town. The Adventurers
Yeah, it's not far.
Guild.
It's not far from your current location at the barracks, but it's not in the directions you guys are currently going.
Yeah. Well, I think we dropped off. What's their name at the Lantern Street Orphanage? The children.
No, Sosora did not want to do that. Sosora didn't want to drop off Sissy.
Yeah, we were right there in front of it when you got the bandages and Carter got poked in the back of his calf.
That's where we ended, yeah.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, and then Aaron finally decided to remember the fact that 6 sessions ago, Record didn't actually fully die. Record came back and waved at him as he was the last person to go down, and he conveniently forgot to maybe mention it to certain people that maybe were a little bit disappointed, sad about what they did. It's another piece of the puzzle.
There was a lot going on, and nobody brought it up until now. So
Breathe, Christy. Breathe.
Oh, I'm good. I'm completely chill. I simply wanted it to be included that Record came back from all that time ago, and then we had this realization that hadn't been realized previously.
I do want to take a moment to highlight the fact that he said nobody brought it up when the only person that knew about it was him.
Well, it's like
Let the record state.
Since we were transported to just outside of Cauldron,
Yeah.
Nobody's brought up in conversation about really like Record or what was going on there or anything until like just now.
I keep getting told not to mention the angel we found.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, don't mention the angel we found.
And yet I think Carter probably is on the lower spectrum of Bull in China Shop right now with information that we have.
I'm waiting on it. Like, even Carter's gonna have a breaking point. At some point, he's literally just gonna pop off and be like, we met a fucking angel! There's an angel! Like, it's not even gonna sound like words. It's just gonna be like midway between we met an angel and then it's gonna chime off like just like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy sounding, but he's gonna pop off and it's gonna be kind of justified.
We put him in the loony bin.
Nah, they don't really have a whole lot of that going on at this time. But you know what? We can organize a sanitarium for reasons. It's cool.
If we're putting one of the two of you in a loony bin, I think this party has a current standing of which party member we want put in the loony bin. I'm not going to say it's one or the other, but I'm just saying that the balance is not quite 50-50 right now.
My favorite part is when you guys show up at the sanatorium, like, who are we taking? And Carter's like, I don't really know anything about my past. I'm just pissed about the fact that they keep forcing me to lie. And Aaron's like, you'll listen to me. I'm a 40-year-old, 18-year-old, and I know what I'm talking about.
Well, let's just say if they don't have an asylum, there's obviously an oubliette somewhere, and there's one of us who is very acquainted with going down the pit, all right?
Yeah, that's fair. Back to the pit.
That's right.
Was there anything else that we might have missed?
I don't know if it's necessarily missed, but Sosora's been carrying Sissy since Sissy was crying in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Sissy said something. We ended the session with her final message. What did she say through her waning tears, her sobs?
Record, help me.
Yeah. She did. She asked for Record to help me. That creates an entire line of questions. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to figure out what this is like. So, before we dive in, you guys have 2 luck rerolls currently. You start tonight with 2. You can thank a handful of our folks. Desire, Farm, Arrow, and Aurora for the subs. It's very kind of them. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. And without further ado, we're going to set the scene. Bring things in. And tell a story. We're going to begin with everyone's favorite, the monologue. Are we cool with that?
Yes, sir.
They say that time moves forward. That the wounded heal. That the dead are buried. And the frightened find sleep. And what is broken eventually left behind. But life, my friends, life has never been so kind. Because the truth is, all things come together, sooner or later. You see, what is done in darkness finds its way back to the light. What is buried presses upward through the soil. What is ignored does not disappear. It waits, patiently, quietly, until the hour comes for it to be seen again. There are no clean endings for the things that matter. No neat grave deep enough for guilt. There are no locked doors strong enough for consequence. There's no prayer so perfect that it can make the past stand still. You see, the world turns, and in its turning, it seems to gather all things back unto itself. Old wounds, old promises, old terrors, names spoken once in fear will be spoken again. And tonight is a reminder of the cruel and perfect design. Because whether you're ready for it or not, whether you wished it to be finished or to be begged for in its own ending, what was set into motion, it comes full circle. And my friends, some things, no matter how badly we wish to put them to rest, they simply refuse to stay buried. You're standing outside of the orphanage, place you ventured to many times. Some by consequence, some by accident, some on purpose. But here you stand again, and one of your attentions is drawn specifically to a sight in front of you. It is a roll of bandages. That's important. It is entirely up to you to share why that group of bandages is important. But you're met by the excited wave of Patch. The arm breaks through the air, a paddle in its own right. A boisterous youth, if you could say so. A smile unforgettable. He sees you carrying Sissy. It's not quite evening yet, but it's quickly upon you. What does everybody do?
Hey, Patch, is Gretchen around?
Patch looks to you for a moment, and he hits you with the eyes of, I've got to think real deep about this, knowing that it's only been a few minutes since he's last seen her. Before finally,
Yeah, I think she's inside.
he does one of these, and he disappears.
Aaron will pocket the bandages.
He's not quiet about it. He doesn't try to stealth. I think most of you will probably see that. He steps just beyond the party, reaches to the post of the fence, grabs something, and slings it into his bag.
Aaron, you sure that wasn't a donation to the orphanage?
I'm pretty positive.
Who poked me?
What do you mean, who poked you?
Someone poked me in the back of my leg.
Might be our friend from what did you call that place, Carter? What did Record call it? The mausoleum.
Oh, our friend from the mausoleum, that Record called the mausoleum, is Record. Is that the friend you're referring to, or are you referring to the other purple guy?
No, I'm referring
Because-
to Record.
All right, I was unsure there for a second.
I don't know if we ever got an official name for that place.
I don't think we did. It just appeared to be a kind of a pocket dimension.
It's
But
always
anyway,
fun.
I don't think the mausoleum poked you in the leg, so you think Record's here? I mean, yeah, we've got the drawing, we've got the Krog. Aiden in character didn't hear Sissy. He failed his perception check.
Only a few of you heard. It wasn't Rowan.
Do you remember who made it, Bub? Did I make it?
She was basically in your ear.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, but I'm just asking. I'm just asking because
You-
it's 2 weeks.
You definitely heard. I think if we're gonna roll it back, Rowan didn't hear. Aaron may have heard the sounds, but it's kind of like a whisper, right? It's somewhere between a sob and a cry. So I think it's safe to assume that given destination, given what's happening right now, probably only you make out the grander details of what she said.
Mm-hmm.
There, I've done it, Christy. I've given only you information.
So Sora, you seem a little reluctant when we talked with Gretchen earlier.
Yeah. And she's not really explaining why. And it's not for lack of just not wanting to explain. I don't think she even fully understands.
Can you think of somewhere else where she'd be safe staying?
I don't think anywhere's safe anymore.
Being with
mean-
us is less safe than this place.
Yeah, we're going towards danger. Also, according to the drawing, Record will keep an eye on her, and they have a patch.
They do have a patch. That's true.
I mean,
And,
hey,
and,
if
and Andros can see these things too, so
I mean, heck, all you got to do is promise to give Patch something. Maybe bring him a roasted turkey leg or something, and I'm sure he'll take extra special care to keep an eye out.
Patch finds his way back after a moment or so, and he says,
Miss Gretchen's, she's a wee busy right now. Can I help?
We have a young one that needs a place to stay. Her brothers just went missing and we're trying to find them too. She's also an orphan.
Oh, you,
and he looks back at the orphanage.
you came to the right place.
And we knew you were the right person to see, Patch.
I am exceptional, according to Miss Gretchen.
I believe it.
You're very keen. You pick up on things.
So does she have a name?
Sissy.
Sissy. It's a good name. Is she nice?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Is she gonna be afraid of me?
She's got 3 older brothers. I don't think she'll be afraid of you.
Well, they look like me.
No. But you don't look bad. What's wrong with you?
You're
just big.
You think I look nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real nice of you.
Aiden has 2 brothers that look like you.
Yes, I've got 2 brothers. Look pretty much just like you, just not quite as tall.
Like he rubs his eyes.
Are you sure about that?
Well, the difference is one of them's only got a tusk on the right, on the right, and the other one's got a tusk on the left.
Are they as big as you?
They're bigger than me, not quite as big as you, but they've got just as broad shoulders.
Oh. Maybe he's telling the truth. You're not just a pervert. It's the truth teller. All right.
Maybe both.
Oh, Miss Gretchen says I have a real problem letting my inside thoughts come out on my outside. I didn't mean that. Is there anything else I should know about Sissy?
Not that I could think of.
She's just lost her brother, so she may be sad.
You know nothing else about her?
She grew up on a coffee farm.
Oh, I love coffee. Does she still have any coffee?
I don't
The
think
coffee was bad when we were there.
Oh.
It's part of the problem.
Well, all right. Well, you know we got the beds, we got the space, and well, Andros he's kind of lonely, so I imagine having someone as close to his age is probably good for him.
She did do a little etching on the wood where she was staying, so maybe they can draw together.
She a little artist.
Maybe.
Andros might like that. Well, then can I take her?
Look at Solsora.
Yeah, Aiden turns and looks at Solsora as well.
So Sora will walk over.
Will you be coming back in?
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Come here now, young one.
And he like foists her up over like not quite over the shoulder, but to where like her head is cradled in the like the clavicle and neck area. And his arms are every bit as large as like her back is. And he's still young, right? Like he's not in his 30s. He's got a real like it's kind of like the teenager like poo stash going on. He's not quite figured out how the whole beard and mustache combo comes in. He's just doing the best that he can.
Oh, she doesn't get scared by me only having one eye.
I'm sure you'll be fine, Patch.
Yeah, you're real nice. I'm sure she won't be scared.
Maybe Andros can help me.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Gretchen said that she was indisposed, but She will not be taking company because she's washing her parts.
Save that for your inside voice next time.
Well, she told me to tell you when I said his user come.
Okay. Oh, and he's gonna hand Patch a doll too.
Oh, you got me a doll. That's so
That's-
kind.
That's Sissy's doll.
Oh,
But maybe you could play with her together with it.
right.
Would you like a doll?
I know I never got me a doll before.
Do you want one?
Let me have a think on that. I'm not sure yet. Dolls are supposed to be for girls, but no one ever got me a doll, so maybe I like a doll.
You think on it and let us know when we come back.
I will. Are you coming back soon? Should I have Miss Gretchen to make a kettle ready and maybe something to eat?
Don't worry about us. We don't know if it's going to be soon or not. Just take care of yourselves.
Well, we do the best we can. We try.
We'll try to be back soon, Patch, but we gotta go get her brothers, hopefully. So hopefully we're back soon with everyone.
Okay. All right. Well. All right, goodbye then.
Bye, Patch. Good
Goodbye,
luck.
Patch,
You do
and
great.
thank you for your help.
He nods a few times, and he kind of like he doesn't really do like baby talk, but there's a lot more of like softer speak, sort of under his breath as he starts like talking to Sissy and carting her back into the house. The door shuts behind him, and he's gone. It's back to just the five of you.
So time for the Adventurers Guild, and then we go talk to those one guys.
Above board, but where was the Adventurers Guild on the map?
The Adventurers Guild is northeast. I'm gonna go ahead and ping your building here. There is a chapter here, and it's right, boop, there, that building. Can you guys do
Gotcha.
pins? I don't know if you can do pins.
Don't know.
That's all right. I'll drop a pin on it.
Should we go and get Rufus first? This way we can do the quest and registering our party at the same time, or should we just go there and not waste any time?
I think having Rufus would just expedite things, right? Because he's gotta give them the quest, right?
I thought that's what he had to do in order for us to actually investigate. We have to be on a quest or a request
So-
or whatever they're called.
Well, we need to show proof that we were given some kind of reward in exchange for completing this task that was given to us. And since we have no written contract, it would probably be fastest if Rufus came with us, so they don't need to send a party out to verify with Chenya.
It's kind of on the way.
All right. So
church.
yeah, let's head left.
Okay, so you wish to seek out the local chapter then?
Yeah.
We are stopping by St. Cuthbert's to grab Rufus and then heading to the guild.
Got it. Okay, let me get some info down here for you. So your Cauldron chapter is called the Cauldron Register.
Cauldron Register.
Yeah, that is the chapter title, but it's generally called the Grand Concord. This is what it's called continentally, the Grand Concord. It's a guild association. It is not linked to anything. It is visible. We're gonna customize. And set it... We'll set it to this for right now. Save pen. You guys should be able to see that, right? You can see it just fine.
Let me refresh.
Let me reload.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because... Okay, how about now?
There it is.
Yep. There it is.
Yep, there it is. Cauldron Register. It is available for you. And chat, if you were so interested, I will make sure that this map becomes available and visible to everyone in likely the Discord. I'll probably see if Christy wants to make a post about it on the Patreon as well, so that everyone has access to this. Okay. You know where it is. You're heading to St. Cuthbert's. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Get Rufus and then go to the guild.
Okay. It's going to take you about half an hour to make it across the city. Wait, no, you're on the right side of the city. So
We're
you
on
need
Lantern,
to
yeah.
go, it's like 10 to 15 and then 10 to 15 over to the Cauldron. So you're looking at like 20 minutes. 20 minutes tops to make it to the Church of St. Cuthbert to find the Cauldron register to follow, which is fine. You'll make it to the Church of St. Cuthbert. There is some individuals in attendance, and he does seem to be tending to people. Will you wait, or will you try to make an acquisition of his time immediately?
Well, vigorously wave at him. Try and get his attention.
Okay. Does anybody else wave, or is this just Carter?
Carter's being as boisterous is enough for all of us, I think.
After a few moments of you continuing to wave, like he sees you, but he still continues to talk to whom he's assisting clerically. And then you can see that there's a moment where like his brow furrows and he says something under his breath. Then the others glance at you and they just nod. So he gives them the natural, like the pause button hand. And then he steps over to your group, probably near the rearest of pews. What's going on? Is something wrong?
We have a plan and a lead.
But we've reached a bit of a dead end legality-wise, so we need to officially go register with the guild, so we may have reason to enter certain premises.
Right.
Basically, what he's roundabout saying, we need you to come with us when you can to the guild, so when we register, we can register the quest at the same time so that we can continue with our leads. Otherwise, if we try and break into places or anything like that, we'll get arrested and tossed in jail.
Right. That makes sense. Allow me to create the information, the requisition for aid. Yes. Give me just a moment. And he steps away. He expresses to the people, you can tell, like he's bidding them their concerns, and you can see that he mouths like, I apologize, and this will have to continue another time. And they nod in acceptance, and they see you, and they don't really make eye contact, but they move back to a pew. They continue in their prayer and do as the churchgoers do. A mind of their own, mostly. He steps away for a few moments, and when he comes back, there is a document. It's basically it's parchment that's been rolled. It's been stamped with the seal of St. Cuthbert. And he says, I can deliver this personally, or you may also deliver for us in courier.
We'll deliver it for you. We are already taking up, a bunch of your precious time. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Doing it so quick.
Well, Sora will grab it if he's holding it out to us.
Well, sure.
And
he passes it along.
And please tender our apologies to your congregation members there and thank them for their time.
It's not even a concern. They realize that we have many tidings and things we must be handling. Stride the church. So it's not even pressing. Care not.
Wait,
Thank you, Rufus.
Good seeing you. Goodbye.
He waves you along, but this time it's not quite as boisterous as you were. He's just like under chin, just doing a little wave. And then he returns back to them. Before you leave, you kind of glance over his shoulder and you see him sitting down at the same pew with those people. It looks like he's going to continue with whatever he's assisting them with. You didn't see Jenya. Jenya is not in the immediate vicinity. You're not sure if she's in her room or if something else is requiring her attention, but she is not there currently.
Okay. We head to the guild.
Is there any conversation before you reach the guild house?
We're going to need to register a name. I've been putting some ideas through my head. The one that sounds best to me is Angel's Folly. Any objections?
I don't care what we're called. I'm more concerned about if I have to give my real name or not to these people.
Yeah.
It's not the worst name I've heard.
That makes sense.
I'm with Rowan on this one.
Angel's Folly it is.
Angel's Folly.
Wow, that wasn't painful at all.
Sorry, let me argue with you for about half an
What?
hour on this.
What we're called is doesn't matter as long as we're doing the right thing and getting recognition so we can move about and do what we're supposed to do. That's what matters.
Name is Cuthbert's Crusaders.
Fuck the gods. No gods in our name. Get the fuck out of here.
We already have enough gods involved. We do not need
That's
any
right.
more.
I like the possibility of you guys being called the Babysitters Club.
Babysitters Club.
It's not the
Hashtag
worst.
Paylor.
It's-
Hashtag Paylor sex. Spelled with an X.
so
I
so
need
edgy.
citizenship.
I
I need citizenship. I need
No, yeah,
citizenship. I
exactly.
need citizenship. I need
Bro,
citizenship.
Rowan and Selsora in the corner doing the same thing.
Despite no levels in Paladin, I smite Aaron.
love it. No, I'd love that. You know, you haven't detected fiendish presence yet, but you haven't looked recently either.
True. Let me check him.
Crazy.
Is this why you won't anything?
That's the
Crazy.
wild magic.
Rowan walks behind Carter when he does that.
Okay. You find your way to the Cauldron chapter, the Grand Concord, and their free companies. This is the Cauldron Register. It looks like a town hall. Everything about this just screams like it is something that was used for more placid affairs, meetings that weren't to be tended to in this means or ways. There are a few statues outside the front of the building. If you were interested in investigating, I could give you more details on them, but for right now, they just look like people. Time and weather has sort of drawn them down from their marble and carved states. They do still, I mean, obviously they still exist, but even the brass plating on this has been weathered and brought down. You can't really make out much of a name. The silence is deafening.
We go inside.
You find
Shit.
your way into the Cauldron's register. When you arrive, you are met with sort of like I would say a foyer / lobby area. It's like a staging front. And while this seems on the outside to look like a town hall, internally it's built a little bit more like a tavern. Except there are not individual small tables. There are pew-length tables, probably enough for like 16 to 18 seats. There are a handful of individuals that are sort of grouped around this place, and many of them are sort of like, they've created their own little cliques, right? They're these small little cliques of people. Your best assumption, based on some of the identifying marks on their armor, ways that they are sitting and establishing their small cliques, these are probably rival adventuring groups. Let's not think this any other way. When you become an adventurer, these are rival adventuring groups. You don't just get to take a job just because it's there. If a job has multiple parties interested, there is a bidding process. So there is an amount of time that a quest is live before those can put bids in. You'll find that out though. But you can see that there is a registrar sitting behind what looks to be a tavern-style staging desk. There are bars that are just behind her, sort of locked her in a sort of pseudo-cage for reasons you're not entirely sure. Who's the first to approach? Who's our talker?
I guess Aaron will step up if nobody is obviously going to approach in front of him.
I was gonna say, if no one stops me, I start walking forward.
I was going to say, y'all cannot get mad at Aaron if nobody else steps up to talk here.
Yeah,
You
no, if
literally
I
have
see-
the least charismatic character in the party stepping up to organize your fucking group. You cannot be mad.
We have 3 talkers in the party.
And I'm none of them, so I'm not mad. I'm laughing at Flawn's face. That's what I was laughing at.
Yeah, if I see, I will speed up my step a little bit if I see Carter trying to go in to talk to this person.
Do you cut him off?
I'll say, hey Carter, wait up a moment.
We're in a hurry. Why?
Do you know how to read and write?
Yes.
While they're arguing, I step around them and step up to the cage.
I'm
Perfect.
confused, not
Thank you.
stupid.
Very good.
I
He
mean,
literally got a journal from Jenya.
I just didn't know if you can read and write in common. I don't know what you could do, if I'm honest.
He could do this. He hits him with the mace.
So, Sora, I'm going to need you here as well. And I turn to the
Sora-
reception.
She's standing silently
evening.
next to you.
We are here to do a couple of things if we can. We would like to register as someone has bequeathed on us a request, and we want to make it all official and legal.
A man turns around. He's probably your best guess. He looks like he's probably in his early 20s, but the identifying marks that stand out to you most, aside from the way that he's dressed, is the fact that he is at the very least half elven. He's very short, cropped hair on top. His eyes are quite sharp, deft at picking up some details. Very like strong jaw and pointed chin. He's got a like beige tunic, but a dark leather vest. Somewhere I picture like a chocolate leather vest. And there is a pin, like a lapel pin, in the shape of a volcano. It's very reminiscent of Cauldron. He steps forward. He places his hands on the counter. Very well. How can I help?
Well, as I guess you are the expert on the matter, so I am going to be relying on your help, if you would, please. We would like to register ourselves as an adventuring group.
An adventuring group. Okay. How many are in your party?
The 5 of us.
He glances back and beyond. Very well. You'll have to fill out some documentation. We will need some information. It is, at times, a little invasive. We have to know exactly where you're from. If you have any surnames that are important or relevant, you will also have to pass along a small dip of blood.
I have no problems with that. And Aiden will turn around and look at the others to make sure they understand what was just said. And any of you have any problems with that?
No.
Makes
No,
sense
that
to
should
me.
be all right.
What's the blood used for?
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
It's a great question. We use it for 2 purposes. First and foremost, if something were to happen to your party, we would need to be able to identify and locate where you are if you go missing. If, for some reason, you are kidnapped, if you were taken, something obstructs your return, and only half of you return, we will send another party to assist you in the recovery of your allies, dead or alive. Additionally, it helps us locate and identify your place of origin.
That's useful.
That's crazy that they can find our place of origin from blood. That's pretty useful.
Why hasn't anyone told me you guys can do this before?
Be advised, we have one member of our party who has pretty much lost all of his memory of his past up until approximately, a couple of weeks ago.
Very well. If he desires to find out more about his place of origin, we can assist with that.
Yes,
Hey, Carter, we're in the right place.
Obviously, if you desire to keep some information withheld, you may take a moment. This is not the first time that individuals have come to us in an attempt to flee a life from beyond themselves. We do not judge here. We also do not report to the guard. If you step into this hall, you take our oaths, you pay your dues, we protect you regardless of your history.
What are your oaths?
You'll have to find out when you submit your blood, your registration, and your debts.
Understood.
That's
I'm ready to start.
Stares at Aiden. What? That's
Well, I'm assuming that our first debt will be our registration fee.
That is correct.
those debts. Let's get started on this paperwork.
May we have the packets? And
Sure.
I am quite a proficient scribe. We can get these filled out.
I'm glad. That is very handy to know. It's important to have at least someone who is capable. So it's ideal. Thank you very much. And he will produce enough of this. It looks like it's a significant amount of paperwork that needs to be filled out. It's very informative. The things that it's going to ask is probably some things you're not necessarily going to have answers to, or at least for some of you. But it's more or less, it's a dossier. You have to fill it out about yourself. If you choose to lie, that's up to you. But you can take it.
All right, I will fill these out to the best that I can.
He slides an inkwell and fresh pen across as well, just in case you so desire.
Thank you. That will save me from digging into my pack and constituting my own ink. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And
Turns his
Aiden will
hand
grab the
out, sort of,
packets.
guide you to the table. Please, take a seat.
Yeah, he will grab the packets, the inkwell, the quill, and head to the thing, and head to the nearest open area of one of the long tables, and he'll start. He looks at the others. Do any of you need me to fill this out for you?
I can read and write.
Should be fine.
I can read.
Correct.
All right. He splits the packets accordingly and sets them in front, and moves the quill and the ink pen into the center for someone to utilize, and then digs into his pack and gets his own. So that way it won't take quite as long.
I will get my own ink out of my pack.
Each of these are addressee points that dictate what the guild's importance is. And it says in the most simple of terms, the point of the guild is to identify, regulate, recognize, and employ independent bands capable of handling dangers beyond the scope of common guards, militia, and even local law. In plain terms, if the City Watch handles order, the Concord, and in this case, the Cauldron Register, handles the impossible. It will go on to dictate some of the things that you are asked to do or that you may wish to bid upon, of which it says monster extermination, wilderness escort, ruin delving, retrieval of dangerous relics, caravan protection, bounty enforcement, recovery of kidnapped persons, plague zones, cursed land excursions not limited to the Demon Scar, scouting unstable territories, deniable work for powerful patrons.
Okay.
Everybody on the forefront with us thus far?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Seems straightforward to me.
It asks you the most important of information. It wishes for your full name, your birth title, the surname, and what you wish to go by now. Additionally, it asks your point of attunement or your birthplace.
Yep. Aiden Echidna, Kingfisher Hollow. He has no problem whatsoever providing this information. The only thing he can't provide is his father's name because of reasons.
It
Rowan's
simply
name.
asks for surname. It doesn't ask for your parents' names.
Rowan
Sora's
would like-
watching Rowan.
Yeah, Rowan wants to be like, now that we're away from that guy at the table, like, what if your village isn't on a map?
Mm,
Do you
I
think
don't-
they could still find your origin?
maybe. I mean, if they can find Carter's origin, they could probably find anyone's origin.
I'm most curious about that. I'm sure Carter is too, but
I mean,
I
it
hope they can
could
find
be.
my origin.
I'm sure that some people's point of origin is extraplanar, so I'm sure the Adventurers Guild has these matters well in hand and is used to dealing with these sorts of things.
I'm very interested in how this whole thing is going to work.
Should
With
I
our,
put Carter or Crater in the name spot?
you could put both. You could put Carter as your Crater as your real name and Carter as your taken name.
That works. That's right. You see him put under like place of origin. I have no idea.
Amnesia.
Place of origin, a crater.
You could
Crater.
probably imagine just how many people come in here who claim that they are amnesiac, right? That I don't remember.
That's probably why they have the blood, and they just fill it out after.
Can I get, if anyone has it, skilled. This is a skilled check, so you can't, I'm not going to let you do this if it's untrained. A knowledge arcane.
Let's just that. Aiden.
Let's go. I actually have that.
6. 17, not bad.
So, sorry, you can re-roll if you like, but I'm assuming that you probably don't want to.
I don't think so. I'm
Okay.
just gonna leave it as is.
Aiden, there are a lot of laws in regards to the specification and the pointed use of magic's rounding blood. It's a lot of things. It starts to dip into necromancy, and necromancy is sort of faux pod. It's not something that is even allowed to practice. If you are a proficient cleric of certain courts, you may practice light necromancy, but blood magic, it falls inside of the line of where it's like, you gotta have like certain licensure for this. So them doing what they're doing in regards to magic and blood is, it goes beyond, above the current law.
Well, yeah. Aiden figures just because he knows how sympathy magic and such works, that any blood sample used for that would be the same. It's actually on par with location for if you go missing. It's a divination. Just your point of origin would be a deeper divination than a current location. And if anyone asks Aiden about it or listens to him, he will ramble on, about one of his special interests if they want to hear about it. But if no one expresses an interest, he will keep his mouth shut, because he has found through hard experience that some people don't like to hear him ramble on.
No, Rowan would ask you more questions. He'd be like, well, how specific is this tracking? Because my village wasn't on a map, but there was a village not far from us that is on a map. So if I put that, would that show up, or is it pinpoint?
That actually would depend on how specific of a divination. You can, since you say your village wasn't on a map, you can just put down closest village was such and such. It's not a lie, but it would also give them a point of origin. And if they say, hey, it points in that rough general direction, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
That's my advice. Take it or leave it.
No, you are more knowledgeable than me. I will take it. And Rowan will write down the name of the closest village to his village.
I can probably write you where the crater is.
Do you remember where the crater was?
Closest
I'm
location.
actually pretty
to the
good with
crater.
maps.
How far was it from Cauldron?
Yeah, a distance. It's
Hmm.
about 2 weeks travel.
It was 2 weeks.
Wait,
He
your
gives
name-
he gives distance in American time.
your
Mhm.
your name on the form is going to be Crater. Your origin is going to be Crater.
Wait till they ask where were you?
Approximate
where were you
location.
origin from?
Crater.
Crater.
Crater 2 weeks
Cauldron-
walk from Cauldron.
Cauldron is technically a crater. It's the crater of a volcano.
He's gone crater to crater.
It all comes back to Crater.
I've never thought of that before.
I wonder if with our unique circumstance, it has changed our point of origin.
Well, that was the other thing I was thinking. But so I have to put name, what we want to be called, village, where we came from, and the blood.
Yep.
Anything else?
What? Yeah, what else is on this form other than like
I just remembered those 4 things.
It does ask who your sponsor is.
all right, that would be
Just put down. Yeah, I was going to say I would
Genya.
suggest. Yeah, Church of St. Cuthbert, and then I'd put Genya and Rufus. That's what I'm putting down.
Are they our sponsor, or are they just
It
they're
would
giving
be
us that quest?
Jinya. It would be Jinya
That's separate,
Urkus
isn't it?
of Saint Cuthbert Church. Of
Correct.
Cauldron.
Correct.
Correct to Ivy.
Yes.
Yes, they're our sponsor.
Okay. I'll put that down on the form.
Yes, bureaucracy.
Yeah, that's why we got that piece of paper with the fancy wax pressing on it that Solsora's carrying.
I thought that was the quest.
Same difference.
It's a notarized piece of paper that tells people we have an quest.
Carter, unfortunately, we have to do this bullshit to move forward, so let's just get it done.
I'm excited. I wonder if they can tell me where I'm from, and that can help me figure something out.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
they'll jog
excited
a
for you.
memory.
I'm excited for you too.
Thanks, Ron.
Anybody need help getting the blood? And he's gonna extend one of his claws and prick his own finger and put the fingerprint down for the blood.
You might want to save it. They may actually just put it in a vial when we turn this in.
Oh, now it's on the paper. Too.
He's like, I'm bleeding everywhere. I don't care.
I'm bleeding everywhere.
This table gets
yeah.
a drip. The paper gets a drip.
That's right. This is my new location.
Carter gets a drip
This is
for
my
good
pinpoint
measure.
location.
Is that pretty much everything though? Just
Aiden, as you're cycling through the paperwork, one of the final things that it does document and dictate is, one, it's going to need an assessment of your actual, basically your class. It wants to know what you're capable of. And two, it makes sure that you understand that your entry due is, per the person, 30 gold.
Shit.
Right. It looks like it's going to be a little more than 100. It looks like it's 30 a person, so that'll be 150 for all of us.
We'll take it out of the money Jen gave us.
So Sora's counting it from the money Jen you gave us.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception from everyone other than Solsora?
Uh-oh. You're being watched, guys.
Shit, I don't know about that.
I sure hope they're watching within 30 feet.
Nope.
Oh, thank God. These are great. All right, never mind. I was gonna say if these rolls were good, I'm gonna be like, I don't have the money. I lied. This is
I'll
fine.
re-roll. I'll try.
Come on, get a 20.
Why are you gonna reroll?
Hey.
Hold on. I'll throw one reroll at it.
Okay.
Oh, what farm? Like, oh, that's fine. It's fine.
It's not much better, but
You guys notice that she's just counting it out. She starts setting it up in stacks of 15. Just 1, 2, 1, 2. She does this multiple times as for each of you. There it is. 150 gold stationed out. What does everyone apply for their essential class in their skill?
yeah. Rowan would probably ask, like, what's a class? Farmer?
Working class.
Working?
I probably just melee fighter would suffice.
Melee. How do you spell that?
Shifter.
You would say, okay, so the easiest way to say
Melee
this is like,
fighter.
you would document it as like a physical combatant.
Physical combatant. Writes it down.
They're essentially looking for individuals that have proficiency in spellcasting. That if you have a specific speciality in spellcasting, it goes on to dignify what school of spellcasting that you're most proficient with.
Yeah, Aiden's just going to, arcane wielder, general knowledge. Apprentice level.
Very good. What does Solsora put?
That's a great question.
Yeah, you're not gonna dodge this one. You got a lot of
I
questions
know.
for Solsora.
I know. So Sora was honestly watching Rowan's paper for most of this, trying to
assume
figure out if
there's
Rowan
a-
was lying or not. Because if
Rowan-
Rowan was lying, so Sora would have also.
Well, when they said that they protect us even from the guard, they don't give them, like, any info.
Yeah, it's not
Rowan was a little more at
the
ease
guard Sora's worried about. That's not who Sora's worried about right now.
because, like, he's not worried so much about people knowing his name. He's more worried about people knowing where he's from. He doesn't think anybody's gonna know his name.
I assume there's also a place where it's like, for like clerics and god worshipped and
Yes,
whatnot.
yes, there is.
Yeah, so Sora's just gonna put that. Like, she's gonna basically say, like, devotee healer, maybe. I don't know what Sora's really gonna put. It's kind of the closest to what Sora calls herself.
I'm sure these records are also for like emergency times. They could just like, oh, we have a cleric here, we have this one here.
Yeah.
They could flip through.
So,
But you'll fill out all, like, the god stuff and whatnot. All of the,
Oh.
like, related worship stuff.
Bub, I've been doing most of my stuff on instinct. What do I put now? Because Art just kind of throws shit at the wall.
I think that's a question for your party.
I mean,
Guys, what do I put here?
Devotee to Paylor.
That works?
That's what I put.
That's your god, right? That's who you believe in the most.
It's a perfectly fine explanation.
You get your powers from the sun.
I just look at
Photosynthesis. Plant.
personally. I would put Channeler and Devotee of Halor if I put that for both you and Silsora. But that's again, I am just me.
I'll trust you on
Aiden,
this.
You're the most knowledgeable person I think in our group, so I trust you.
That scares me.
What does everybody put as their age?
I put my age that I am 24.
Okay.
Not the
I
21
don't
years
know.
plus.
It's really funny because 17, 18, or 19, whatever Bub decides.
17.
Silsora's putting her normal age. She's not like adding a year.
What's
She's gonna
Silsora's
be like,
normal age?
60.
60?
Yeah.
In
That's what I've written down.
Dwarven, you would be the equivalent of a 12-year-old at 60.
That's what I've written down. I don't know what to tell you.
How old do you, if she were a human, how old do you think Silsora would be?
Like, I don't know, mid-20s, mid-high 20s.
Okay, so you're probably a lot closer to like 115.
Well, there you go. Then I'll put 100. Yeah, I swear I asked you about this, but that's fine. I'll put 115 then.
It's okay, we're fixing it now.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't help. This keeps happening to me.
What is
She's always
Jackson
putting
put?
that age down.
What is Jackson's age?
Eternal.
Can't remember.
Son.
Guys, guys,
2 weeks.
I don't know this one. I just go with how long I've
Well,
been doing
describe
stuff.
just like above board. Describe what your character looks like. Like
He looks like he's in his early 20s.
there you go.
Put something like what Rowan put. I don't know.
24.
Put there you go. Put like 24 or 25.
Sounds good.
For anyone who looks at Aiden's paperwork, he puts down 37, but he also puts the approximate mark in front of the number. Aiden doesn't look 37.
We remember. I'm not looking at your paper. Don't worry. I don't care how old you are.
Aaron will put down.
Only paper Silsora's bothered to look at was Rowan's.
Aaron will
And she's
put
not looking at it
down-
now, but she was looking at it before.
And we're probably sitting next to each other anyway.
Yes.
Like,
100%. 100% Silsora sat right next to Rowan.
we're like
100%.
comparing papers. We're like,
What did you do here?
yeah.
I have 18 on my sheet, so Aaron will put down 18 on the form.
Nice.
I'm glad we had the same idea for him. I'm glad that we were on the same page. All right, cool.
We were the only two that were like asking questions about identity and stuff. So of course I'm like,
Oh, is there something wrong with our identities?
They're the only two criminals in the group.
it's not a criminal if you're defending yourself.
Okay. Everyone feels satisfied with the information they placed upon their sheets?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I do, yes.
Got it. Perfect. There we go.
Aiden makes sure the ink on everyone's form is dry, gathers them together, gathers up the gold, and reapproaches the reception desk.
Perfect. When you approach the desk, you basically hand this in like a stack of packets, essentially.
They will see though that each person is like one's upright, sideways, just like a
Like
rough,
a teacher handing out.
rough sorting like a teacher or a clerk would have done. something that you see often the times in like schools and academies.
Okay. He collects the information.
Soro's following with the money.
He waits. He basically pushes out a small wooden tray. It's got like a velveteen bottom for you to place any of your coin in. And he taps multiple times so that you can see, like, that's the purpose of it. It's to collect your dues. And then once he counts out the money, he produces these small, like, I would say they're like oval metal eyelets. They kind of think like a camera lens, how it kind of turns open. He turns a dial on this and it opens up into like a blue glass bottom. And once he's opened all of them, he counts 5 out and opens each one. He says, I will need your blood here. Just a single drop is enough.
Well, I'm already bleeding. I'll go first. Put his finger over and squeeze out a drop.
When you squeeze out the drop, the moment the blood like patters into the bottom of the eyelid itself, the eye closes. It snaps metal closing around it, and there is this very small, a faint hum and glow before it falls silent.
Next.
Specimen Oculus. I think I've seen something similar to this before. That's what Aiden says as he pulls out a penknife, pricks the tip of his of one of his fingers and squeezes a drop into it.
The registrar nods. Yes, it's actually from the Academy of Sasserine. Their college, while no more prestigious than our own, they have quite a few more artificers enrolled, and they're very talented.
Yes, my mother seemed to like some of their products. She often ordered from there, or at least that's what she told me. It's been a number of years. So
Good, perfect, great minds. We need more people that are investing not only in our academies, but in each of our chapters. Who's next?
I prick my finger on my morning star.
And you drip a blood into the eye.
Yep.
It seals.
My weird blood.
Yep, it seals. Nothing crazy happens. You were expecting something more. To your surprise, it wasn't.
He's staring at it like he's waiting because he's told this will tell him where he's from.
Sure.
He's waiting for the printout. It's like,
Yeah.
Old dot matrix printer.
Yeah, Aaron will pull a small dagger from his belt, and prick his thumb, and trip blood in.
Perfect. And then Solsora.
until Sora's using her morning star. I'm just gonna poke her.
Sure.
thumb and-
He seems to line each of the documents up. He remembers the order, and he points them to each of you, and he starts saying your names. He says first, Solsora. And then when you wave your hand, he sets your documents out in front of the eye that you bled into. And he does this for each of you, making sure that they're lined. And after a moment, he gently picks up each of these oculus eyes, placing it just at the top of your documents, one at a time. After setting them in their neat stacks, he says, very good. Your sponsorship has been noted. Your names, your origins, your declarations have also been entered into chapter record. Blood has been given willingly and entered under witness. And he points to himself. He looks to each of them for a moment. I think it is important that you still must understand what that means before we continue. What you are about to agree to is not some tavern oath, nor a soldier's enlistment, nor a scrap of paper to impress merchants and frighten villagers. Once recorded, your names cease to belong only to yourselves. They belong to your ledger. He folds his hands. From this point forward, your deeds may be chained and claimed, witnessed, contested, rewarded, and condemned under guild law. Your victories will carry weight, as will your failures. If you vanish, we will mark you vanished. We will send out acquisitions and recovery teams as per necessary. If you lie, we will mark you false. If you distinguish yourselves, the world will know you by your charter and seal. He gestures to the blood record. Your blood is not taken for loyalty. We are not a cult, nor a temple, nor the crown. It is taken for certainty. Your names can be changed. Papers can be forged. Faces can burn. And blood remembers. He begins to list out what comes next in the practical and sort of procedural way, only the way that a registrar could. Before recognition is finalized, hear and understand the following conditions. And as he says this, he seems to pull up at a piece, what looks to be nearest the lapel. He pulls it from his vest, flinches it out, and it's some sort of diadem or an amulet that he starts to mutter under his breath. And then you can see each of the metal eyes begin to shake over your registered documents. Now bear in mind, you can see your info on each of your pages. Your blood begins to flash. There is a moment where the ink begins to change on the page for some of you, and for others, it disappears entirely. Rowan, it takes all of your information, and it reads it in truth. There is a spot. Actually, let's give me a perception, please. This is for everyone.
There we go. That's
Rowan's gonna get it. Yeah.
I see everybody's
I'm gonna
papers.
reroll.
Rowan and Aiden and Aaron are good. So Sora is good. You know what? Even Jackson is good. Jackson, you're perfect here. There is behind them, just beyond the bars, there is a large-scale continental map. Okay. And as the eyelet begins to shake and it starts to change your information, you notice that there are spots that begin appearing on the map. It's sort of like a score mark or a ping. It's a divot, a location to mark where you are from. He did see something indeed.
It's his first successful perception check.
You did in
Carter,
fact see
we're so proud.
something indeed. And some of you immediately know this is your point of origin. Aaron, you see Sasserine. You see this mark right in the heart of Sasserine. Sora, you realize that your point of origin is in the heart of the wilds, but this map, well, it doesn't see the third dimension. Rowan, that feels about right. You're not sure where that actually is anymore. You've not really seen too many maps. You're not unfamiliar, but your trading down didn't really do much of that. You farmed.
Up to ourselves.
Exactly. Aiden, you can see Kingfisher. That's exactly right. Carter.
But lower the DC so Carter could see this so we can describe it.
It's moving. It's not fixed. There is no fixed point for yours. It is moving. And the longer you watch it,
clearly watching it.
it's encircling the continent. You're not sure if that's on purpose. You're not sure if that's a limitation of the magic. But it is circling the continent.
Is it following the direction of the sun?
Give me a... What knowledge would you like to use for this? I'll afford you an opportunity.
You know what? I think the best one I've got is knowledge geography.
I'll take that.
The Star Reader might know too.
Yeah, Carter. It seems to cross the centermost point, and then as it crosses the centermost point of the continent, it seems to take a full circle around before it centers on that spot again and goes right across, like it's a belt stripping right across the continent itself. You're not really sure what that means, but you know that the sun does that. This
Sir?
just... He's beginning to speak when you say that. You interrupt him. His eyebrows go up. Yes.
Why is my dot following the trajectory of the sun? See, it starts at rise and goes to set.
He turns around to look, and you can see his head is following the movement of the dot. He turns back around, hands still clasped together. That's a great question. I have never seen that before in my time at the Charter. And I've seen many strange things. I've even seen them from the center of the ocean. But we'll have to get back with you on that.
Okay.
It's like, stop asking me questions of the thing I don't know.
His brow furrows a little bit, and he seems to like still continue trying to talk, but he's now glancing specifically over your information. And where you've placed the name that you wish to go by, you placed what exactly?
For me?
Yeah.
Carter.
Carter. This is Mr. Carter. You are given the benefit of the doubt. If there is any merit to the things that were stated in regards to your personal being, you have an important surname.
I have a surname?
He moves down to the document, and his fingers follow along the lines of where you were to sign your assigned name and your surname. And it says Wolfsig Monetv. That's Wulfsige, Wolfsig, last name Monetv, Monetf.
Writing that down. Carter does the confused puppy head tilt. Staring. Yeah. Like, what is that?
Jen.
Yes, sir.
I would allow you a knowledge history DC 18 or a knowledge arcana DC 22.
Let's go with Arcana.
Okay.
Knowledge local.
Well, would you? I don't know, so I'm not gonna claim to know. Would you have a DC for knowledge religion?
No, not for this.
Okay.
Aiden. The Monetv family is a significant family in the arcane foundations of the schools of magic. The Monetv family were the founders of the first academies. They're considered the bricklayers of magical foundation in academia.
Carter, if you want, I can explain. I know a little bit about that family name. I can explain that all to you later. If we did it right now, I'd probably go on too long, and we kind of want to expedite this process, don't we?
Yeah, right.
As we're walking to our next destination, I'll be sure to relay as we're walking. Until then, let's continue on, shall we?
The interesting affect, everyone is, to some surprise, your ages are changed. The charter says, it seems as each of you may be slightly admonished, perhaps embarrassed of your age. It's quite fine. I, nor the guild cares not for your true age. But if you continue this path, you will be marked a liar.
Aiden will glance down, and if it appears that it is about 21 years difference, he will say, we encountered a temporal disjointment approximately a week and a half, 2 weeks ago that seemed to offset us all approximately 21 years and 1 week.
I'm assuming that you've reported this to the college.
We have reported this, to the town constable. Yes. Whether they have reported it to the academy, that I have no knowledge of. The last time I tried to talk with someone from the academy, he very rudely brushed me off.
That sounds like Vane.
It was Provost Caldrus Vane. Yes.
That sounds like Vane. He is everyone's favorite.
Really?
I love how this
No.
clerk just I love how this clerk just immediately knew it was Fane.
He has quite the reputation throughout all of the city.
Not a good one.
Now, to continue on, first offense is lightly considered. Please, from this moment forward, try not to lie. To your best ability, of course. We should discuss this. Your company stands under provisional review until your first sanctioned success is recorded. Do you understand what that means?
We're on probation until we do something right.
Very good. Secondly, your sponsor's name now stands beside your own. Should you disgrace the charter early, that stain does not fall upon only you. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Third, you are required to name a company speaker.
You look at Aiden.
Go ahead and put me down for that. Aiden gives a side eye to Aaron.
Fourth, you are required to report the recovery of cursed, infections, forbidden, or politically sensitive materials within 3 days of returning to civilized jurisdiction. Am I understood?
Understood.
Yes.
Fifth, no charter protects murder, theft, grave robbery, extortion, or private war. A guild seal grants standing, not absolution. Am I understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Sixth, disputes over bounty, salvage, prisoner transfer, or relic claims to be brought before chapter review. If you settle such matters with steel before witness, the guild will note this also. Am I understood?
Yes.
Seventh, should one of your number die in the course of sanctioned work, the chapter is to be informed. A dead member is struck from the charter only by proof, witness, or remains. Am I understood?
Yes.
Understood.
Eighth, if one of your number betrays the charter, the rest of you are expected to surrender your name, your seal, and knowledge of their whereabouts if called upon. Am I understood?
Yes.
Understood.
Lastly, choose carefully the name of which you wish to be entered. There is no opportunity at changing your title or moniker. Some companies survive long after their bodies that founded them are dust. The guild remembers names far longer than men can.
Should the name be available, we have decided to go with Angel's Folly.
Very well. I'll enter this upon your charter. He takes a moment. He draws forth a few more documents. He stamps. He starts to pull everything up on top, stamps another page, pulls another on top, and he's doing this for each of your individual pieces. Once I stamp this charter, you cease to be merely armed wanderers. You have become a recognized hazard in service to civilization. See that you are more service than hazard.
I have a question.
Please.
You mentioned items. What if we had them prior to, like items of unknown origin prior to this documentation?
Before you accept your first recognized mission, so to speak, you will have to acknowledge what belongings you happen to have in the chance that you encounter another adventuring party and those instruments may come into contact and harm their odds.
Then I have items I'd like to register.
Very well. He pulls out another document and he slides it across the table.
And Rowan's going to write in the mask and the dagger, that sacrificial dagger. that we have.
I'd like to also note who receives payment in disputes of division.
Who's gonna collect the money for our party?
In disputes of division. So in this case, if you guys feel like one person did more or deserves more, who settles the disputes? And just in case someone is to collect outside of your group, who are you naming?
Should be greater.
I'm gonna name Solsora because she already started holding and counting the money.
Yes.
So Sora's happy to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sora is fine with me. Outside the party, is everyone all right with Leona Reeve?
That's fine.
I have no objections to either of those.
I'd make it Morris, but he doesn't want it.
Morris might get hurt if he gets that kind of money.
Yeah.
Astride the Church of St. Cuthbert, do you claim any ties to temple, noble house, military order, or foreign power?
No.
No.
Very well. Only a few questions left. Please entertain this a bit longer. Do any among you bear curses, marks, blood oaths, or known magical compulsions that could compromise guild work?
No.
Not to our knowledge.
Yeah.
I have strange scars.
I have lots of scars.
I was once bitten by a seemingly undead or demon possessed baboon, and it ran away in fear.
And you've been cleared by the church since, yes?
Yes. The Church of Palor has seen to the wound and said that it is free of taint.
Very good. Do you consent to chapter correspondence being delivered upon your registered names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you seek open contract work, private commissions, or restricted warranted work?
All of it.
All of the above.
Very well. Then I hereby allow Angel's Folly, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
The elected Angel's Folly with direct sponsorship under the accordance of Genu Euricus at the Church of St. Cuthbert,
Yes.
an established provisional adventuring party. Has your sponsor aligned you with a singular mission as of yet?
Yes.
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 Salsora, if you want to show him the paper.
Tesora will hand the paper over.
Collects the documents. He immediately sees the seal of St. Cuthbert. He doesn't even hesitate. He breaks the seal immediately. He starts scrivening a few things down on his own ledgers and documents before stepping out from beyond the registrar's bars and moving to what looks to be like your standard run-of-the-mill adventuring board. This will have to be here for an hour. If you'd like to place a bid on this mission, you may do so. The others also have their time.
That wasn't a personal, like one of those private requests. Even private requests have to be put up on the board.
Private requests are not something that we can afford. If you wish to bring it this way, then you would be moonlighting, and if caught, let's just say there is hell to pay. You may still bid upon it if you desire, but it has an hour. You can even place your bid in early.
The only reason I ask is because we were prepaid for this quest.
I have no knowledge of this.
We were given an advance to complete this quest.
It sounds like you were handed charity.
I agree, it was charity.
Very well. How does the bidding system function?
If more people are willing to meet the driven cost, the due, then it is 1 gold piece. It's per adventuring party, not member.
Cool.
If another outbids you, you will be alerted immediately. You'll know when you're alerted. Specifically, Aiden, you will be alerted since you have been elected the speaker of your party.
Very well.
Understood. Let's place the minimum bid then.
Okay. Everything is noted. It looks fine. Do you have any further questions? Anything you'd like to ask?
These items that we don't know what they are, is there any way the guild can help identify what they are and what they do?
If you wish to leave them with us, it may take some time still, but yes, we can identify those. If there are significant findings that may offend a sponsor of yours, we will make a recommendation that it is destroyed.
That's fine. I just want more info on them. And
of course.
Especially be careful with the mask. Whoever is doing the identifying, do not touch it.
We have a service casket. We can accept this. It should not be a problem.
And Rowan's going to hand over the 2 items
Sure.
to the guild.
Sure. He produces what looks to be like it's a metal, I don't want to say metal lined, but it's the frame of a metal box, but it has, it's a glass enclosure so that you can see it from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
When he places the lid down, there is this audible, like, arcane pop as it seals, and then it's slid into its own little cubby.
And I assume Aiden will get notified about that as well.
Yes, your speaker will be notified.
Okay.
Understood.
Oh.
Is there a private room where we could have a discussion as a party, that for rent or otherwise?
No, there's not. The private rooms are to be held by those that seek immediate assistance. Your sponsors, or in this case, a requisitions lead. If you're drawn back there, then you'll know exactly what it's about. Otherwise, your business is to be done in public. Everyone can see the same missions that you're after.
Understood.
All right. It looks like we are going to be sitting about for about an hour so that we don't get in trouble.
We're going to go on a quick break. Just a quick little bio. And when we return, we'll see what happens in that hour. And we'll see if our players decide to do just about anything else. So guys, give us a second. We'll see you in a moment. BRB.
BRB.
And we're back, everybody. It was a good bathroom break. Necessary, very important. So, you, as the Angel's Folly, you have sat yourselves in the common area, not far from the adventuring board. Aiden, you watch with trepidation. Everyone that approaches the board seems to scan a few things, but none of them seem to catch your eye, or at least their eyes don't seem to catch the quest, this mission set before you. You're hoping, praying, that nobody steps in the way. It's a provisional quest. You just have to get some recognition below your belt. Trial and error, it's super important. But the 5 of you are sitting there. And Aiden, while you wait, you watch from across the table. You do think it's funny, all things considered. Carter, jokingly calling himself Crater, not knowing anything about himself. Has it been a lie the entire time? He's part of the Monette family. What does that mean?
So, Carter, you wanted a little bit more information.
Yeah, what's a monaf?
Well, many, many, many moons ago, if you will, back when greater civilization was forming and the schools of magic were coming together to form academies and guilds of their own, one of the greater founding families was the Monef family, the same family that you are a part. It seems you are a part of. I mean, in locally, everyone around here, their local magic, bigwig would be a certain Cerebar Spellmason. But he is, while he has a name in the academic community, it is mostly a local. The Monef family are considered organizing and putting together some of the codifications and rules and the definitions of how we understand magic today. So that's the long version of it. The short version is you're from a prestigious family that knows magic.
What does that have to do with the sun?
That would be completely 100% speculation. A lot of people think that the magic itself, there are theories about how currents of magic flow across the planets that we are upon, and the ultimate source of that is generally the sun and stars, and with the sun being the closest body of light or source of magic, it would be the one that would be projecting its rays into the planet, and which would then form into these currents and would be the source of power that we use to power our magic. That, of course, is just a theory. Some people claim that as just complete and utter rubbish, and other people subscribe to it almost like a religion.
Do they have a relation to Paylor?
Well, Paylor is a deity generally considered closely aligned with the sun. So, in essence, if you want to extrapolate, yes. I mean, the fact that they are a magical founding family means that they do things like walking across plains and whatnot. So, they deal with dragons, they deal with whatever. You can bet that if they may have dealt with Paylor or his underlings directly as a deity out on the plains, and but again, that is 100% pure speculation. I have no basis in fact for any of that.
Do you think the magic that they use for those forms, like it's high tier magic? Right, like you would assume it is.
That location divination is in the, I would say, is at mid to upper tier, yes.
And what wrote out, what I guess is my name, would be on the same level?
These are some true divinations. I mean, let me put it to you this way. If, let's just say, the realms of magic, we rate the powers and spells from 1 to 10. Okay? Just to determine someone's true name or identity requires at least a 6 or higher on that scale.
Okay. Would the Mona family accept the form and the map doing what it did as enough evidence to perhaps help me?
They would consider it strong evidence. Just because they are that well known and prestigious, they would probably conduct their own investigation, but it would be a good impetus to push them in that direction. So help, hurt, just investigate. Yes, it would be it would be a catalyst to have them look into it and potentially help you. Unless, of course, you were the disgrace to the family, and they were the ones that cast you out in the first place.
Aaron, Rowan, Sulsora, can I get a perception from you three, please?
Sure.
You're all kind of caught up in this conversation, but I imagine since it's not necessarily revolving around you, you're not diverting all of your attention to it. And someone familiar walks in. It's someone that you recently met. You didn't quite catch a name. Aaron, you briefly spoke with him, even if it was just for a moment. I believe he said his name was one Arthur Leaf. Arthur steps in and he meets with the registrar and he pushes a quest line over. What looks like it's a series of documents. It's a proposition for quest. He slides some money across the table and he waits for it to be applied to the adventurer's board. You see him kind of like fidgeting with his hands, waiting on the side as the registrar places it up. A few people come up and they look at it and they wave it on. The interest isn't necessarily there. And he waits. He kind of looks around to everyone at the table. And he doesn't really immediately like point you out. Just kind of waiting, hoping. Do you flag him down, Rowan? Or is that just you kind of like waving at him?
Yeah, I would just wave at him if he's looking at us. Because we did see him. We just saw him. I'm going to recognize him.
Yeah. You would. He sees you. Forgive me. I've already misplaced your names. Arthur.
Rowan.
Rowan. Right. And you are Eric.
Aaron.
Aiden, should I go with the name that came up on the register?
That your register included what you wanted to be called. So which would you feel more comfortable? Do you want to go by Cardle or Wolfseek?
Cardle.
The cartel.
The Cardle is here again. Another chat spee.
I mean, I've always known I'm not really Carter.
It's whatever you want. It's your life.
Yes, you get to make this choice. I mean, this ultimately what makes you feel comfortable.
Just keep going with Carter for now. They all still don't feel right.
I mean, if you want, we could give you our own version of a nickname. Like you could be Woofy or something like that.
I feel like I'm intruding. My apologies. I will.
No, come back, Arthur. Sorry, I just got some weird information. I'm an amnesiac. I'm still trying to figure myself out. But you needed help, didn't you?
I did. Yes. I'm still seeking the professor at my teacher.
Yes. You mentioned he went missing.
Yes, he did. He goes missing, but this is longer than normal.
One moment, I want to ask something with the registrar real quick, and I don't want to miss any of your information. And Aiden will get up, walk over to the desk, and he will ask, I have a new question that, is there anything forbidding us from taking more than one quest at a time?
Nothing to prevent you from taking a second quest if you so desire, but it is seen as rather uncouth if you are unable to collect upon both quests. Shouldn't leave people wanting.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Oh, what happens to a quest if nobody bids on it?
It will lie in wait. Everything is meant to be done, and sooner before later it is picked upon.
What if we were to somehow meet the requirements of the quest without bidding on it first, just by happenstance?
Then if you can fulfill such needs, with any regards to the person who has put in the requisition for aid, it is up to them if they decide to wish to pay you out. The reward would be on them to decide. In which case, if that happens, we will still require our due.
Understood.
And Aiden will just go over and quickly glance at over the quest that he put up. Just looking at the particulars, I'm assuming it's one page. It shouldn't take him very long to read it.
Yeah, basically it states that there is a superior of study at Blue Water Academy by the name of, what did I key this out to? Rasmorn Tosselpeak, a gnomish professor by the name of Rasmorn Tosselpeak. He has gone missing. Whereabouts immediately unknown. Anything that might assist, you are to speak to one Arthur Leaf upon looking for leads in the recovery.
And reward for such.
The reward for such is a standard missing persons rate. It's like 25 gold for the recovery of a missing person. If anything is to be set aside differently, if it is believed to be a dangerous situation, you will have to speak for your party to dignify the level of danger, and then you will be, if not believed, if you are dignified a liar, you might be prone to a zone of truth.
All right. I will come back to the table and I will relay that to the party. This is Arthur's quest. It isn't forbidden for us to take more than one, but they also don't look on it fondly if someone tries to monopolize all the quests and doesn't deliver. So I'll leave it up to you. Just let me know what we want to do. Arthur, when was the last time you saw said professor?
It has been nary a month, I believe, a full lunar.
Last saw within the academy itself?
Yes, he was informing me that he would be gone for a short amount of time. I was presuming a week, half month at best. He normally checks in, and he hasn't.
Did he mention where he might have been going?
Yes. But I have no means of I don't know if it's a real place.
What's the place?
He said it was his home, a place called Jizadaroon. It's something that was important to his life's work, a reason that he had gone there, because he believed that his family was subject to a plague, and that the plague itself was called what did he call it? The I think he said it was the vanishing. There's something about the vanishing.
Knowledge history or knowledge arcane?
Yeah, high checks, but yes. Yeah, historically, it's not really talked about a lot because it was a long time ago. It was probably in the wheelhouse of like 160 years ago, but there are documents at the college that indicates, not very many, bear in mind, but there was basically a home, a gnome, basically a gnomish fort called Jizadaroon. And Jizadaroon, unfortunately, took what is recorded as a plague called the Vanishing, where they quite literally just ceased to exist. They just disappeared.
I will relay what information I know to the group. Seems this is Jizadaroon was a gnomish outpost. Supposedly vanished due to said curse.
I believe that's what my superior stated. Professor Tosselpeak said many times that he escaped. But escaped, it means that you were being pursued by something. I've never known a plague to pursue. He was never very clear upon it, but he said it framed his life's work. And frankly, I don't understand, because Professor Tosselpeak studied time dilation. It was his field of understanding. How can a plague of the vanishing be a study of time dilation?
Maybe they vanished due to a time dilation.
I mean, if somebody gets shifted, say 21 years into the future, to the people of their time, it would look like they vanished until they show up.
I suppose you might be right, but why would it be documented as a plague?
I mean, a plague is just an ailment to a large group of people, isn't it? Like,
I believe
what's
that
happening
is
to
correct.
a city.
But the documentation made it seem more like an illness or a sickness.
Maybe spread like a sickness.
Or maybe it slowly happened like a sickness. Maybe they slowly phased out of time.
I mean, many curses are, spread just like illnesses. So in some instances, curse and illness are interchangeable.
I can not say I know for certain. I'm an understudy and a tutor. But it would mean a lot if you could find him, and this this is coming from my own pocket. That the Blue Water Academy said it was in the nature of Professor Tosselpeak.
How we currently have a quest that we are hoping to get or have been set upon by the Church of St. Cuthbert. Hopefully that will be resolved soon. If you are okay with us not 100% pursuing this until after said, I will go ahead and put in the minimum bid. I've seen 3 other groups already take a look at your offer and walk away.
We're on probation. Let's not mess that up. But we are looking for missing persons anyway. So if we find any information about the professor, we can give it to you regardless of actually officially being on the quest.
Of course. That would be very helpful.
We could
And then once
when
we
finish the quest.
And once we complete this quest, then we could officially take it.
This is... I can't wait much longer. The provost is trying to shut down our wing of study. With the professor no longer there and no one more interested in the pursuits of this field, he believes it is a waste of resources and that they can no longer allocate. It's important that he's found.
We're on the missing kids case.
Also, somebody may pick it up in the interim besides us. As long as it's on the board, there might be interest.
Yeah, we trust us. We don't want to sound, uninterested or unsympathetic. But we have commitments, and if things should coincide together, we will certainly take a look at your case as well at the same time.
Of course. I understand.
But I will, on a personal note, just the fact that finding this professor would, cause Provost Vanes to get his loincloth in a twist, that would delight me to no end.
Provost Vane is a very complex man. I do not wish to involve myself in the twistings of any of his.
As long as that doesn't violate the charter about personal war. Also, Arthur, have you heard of somebody named Jasper from Blue Water?
Jasper
Trundlespot?
Trundlespot?
They're also missing. They're part of the missing people from the city. They also went to... They're apparently from Blue Water. So maybe in this whole thing we might find...
I cannot say for certain. There are many people that attend, coming from multiple colleges. We have the means of he kind of stutters for a moment where he wants to say more, but people come and go quickly, especially if you are of capability.
Very much understood.
I wish I could give more, but if you find my professor, he would be able to grease enough palms to help you out.
We'll keep an eye out for him. We promise.
Thank you. I'm going to pack, just in case. He turns and like keeps glancing to see if there's anything else that you say, but then he takes a stride and moves with confidence. Even like takes his hand and like helps guide himself forward. Like he's struggling. You can tell he's a very socially bereft individual.
Fits right in.
I was gonna say sympathetic
also
with this
probably
group.
emotional with everything going on. So he's just like, I didn't know what to be crying in front of these people. Out of here.
Make like a tree and leaf.
Oh, damn it.
Facts.
Is there any other conversations had?
So I guess you're technically a noble, Carter. Maybe that paperwork was right.
If only it had the paperwork had the correct name on it.
Bureaucracy.
I don't know how bureaucracy works.
It doesn't.
You've just experienced some of it with all that paperwork, and sometimes it works to your benefit. Like you have now found out that you may be from the sun.
Nobody truly knows how it works.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Neither do
Matter
we.
of fact, there are some deities who devote their entire portfolio to the concept of bureaucracy.
Ugh.
The
Ironically enough, Hextor is a fan of bureaucracy.
So the devil's in the details.
Ugh.
So, basically, we're just going to sit there until I get the ding in my head.
I would also ask, does the guild have its own store where you could buy supplies? Like a guild store or something?
The guild doesn't particularly have a store, but because they are so tightly in affiliation with many of the surrounding charters, they afford like their discounts between general stores that affiliate with them. So they have like preferred locations that you can shop at.
Since we were killing time, if they had like a guild store, I would have bought stuff. That's all.
Nothing like that. Not here.
Okay.
Then if there's nothing else, after the hour has fully lapsed, you will be notified. And it's not like a courier finds you and, bows. There is just a single, like almost this shrill pitch, like warble in your head before you hear the voice of the current registrar that's right in front of you. He speaks as if he's literally right next to you, but he is probably 25 feet away, and he's not even facing you. He's looking down at some what you can only guess is its documentation, and you hear that your bid has been accepted for the position of this particular mission, as asked and requested by the Church of St. Cuthbert.
Yeah.
I rub my temple a little bit, and it's like, for such a prestigious guild, they'd think they'd get the message spell done a little bit better. Doesn't have to be that loud. But that's just Aiden grumbling just to be Aiden. We are official, guys. We can proceed as.
You muted yourself right there at the very end.
Oh, we can proceed as needed.
Very good.
Let's go meet those guys and then go kick in the door now that we have permission.
Okay.
Do we even need to meet them?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to get a little more information.
So the goal is to meet the Striders of Farlanen, then.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. So you need to head across town to the Drunken Morkoth Inn.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
That's what
Now-
we like.
How somebody managed to get a Morkoth drunk, I don't know, but you know.
Everything has its limits.
You gather your things, you find your way across the town. Unless there is any immediate conversation, we're just going to blink and put you at the Morkoth, okay?
Sounds good.
There wouldn't be any conversation, but I would just be like, I guess we got out of there okay, Solsora.
For now. For now.
For now.
Yeah.
Let's just say it was real interesting to see how all the paperwork changed.
Rowan's didn't change, except his age.
Yeah, I guess I'm 39 now.
You don't look a day over 18.
Oh wait,
It's
what
39-year-old
did it say
ever
for my
seen.
age?
It didn't.
It didn't.
Oh,
was blank.
cool.
It didn't. And when I said that some of the information has been removed entirely.
Nice.
Yeah. Who knew? You're
Any
timeless.
other notable removed information?
You guys didn't ask.
Shit.
I mean,
Too late, guys.
to our knowledge, it was just his name and his location was the
I
sun.
should have, but I didn't.
Even though I rolled such a high perception.
Carter's was the most bizarre of them. And
Of
it certainly
course.
left the registrar with a significant amount of questions that he's going to run up the chain of command. But that wasn't to happen in front of you. But that's fine.
Carter asked the question, and he gave Carter a look like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Not to mention, there's nothing, stopping us during downtime going in and looking at our own file.
I'm not sure quite what's this worth, so I brought in an expert that's in.
Perfect.
Do is 350.
It's always 350. Jesus, man.
350. Goddamn Loch Ness monster.
Every time. By the time you begin to exit the charter house, enough time has lapsed that the sun has fallen. It's still early, bear in mind, early night, but it's still night. You know that you have attendants waiting for you at the Drunken Morkoth to meet the Striders of Farlanen. Who are you expecting to see here?
Bellion is the only one we know who looks like. That was the one we met,
Right.
or that I tackled.
But they've been mentioned to be like twins, though, right?
The two guys, I don't know if they're
Does-
twins.
I believe
I believe they're related, at least.
all we know is they're supposed to both be half elves. So
Yeah. That's all we know. And some people use the term brother for people who are not related as well.
Brother!
Brother!
That's right.
I'm just looking for two elves, half elves.
The
Just make them
Drunken
look the same.
Morkoth, my friends, the Drunken Morkoth. It's one of Cauldron's most beloved inns. It's popular with merchants and travelers and adventurers alike. It's got good food, warm beds, fair prices. Its charm, though, as you enter the establishment, it's in the walls. Scattered throughout the inn are these bizarre, humorous paintings of Cauldron's legendary lake monster, a great Morkoth. And it's always depicted as drunk, as confused, and in thoroughly ridiculous situations. You note in one, it's folded awkwardly into a tavern chair. And another, it's tangled in market stalls with the look of a creature that has made several poor decisions in a row. But the Morkoth is lively, welcoming, and just irreverent enough to put people at ease. And tonight, that's where your party has been invited to drink with the Striders of Farlanen. And maybe trading truths. When you enter, you can see that there is a small row of these shielded. When I say shielded, I really just mean like there is curtains that can be drawn over some of these booths. They're large. They're like 8-man booths. When you're seen, he stands. It's the same man that you'd seen previously. Has the green kilt wrap around his neck, the long black hair, And he waves to you immediately, fanning you down. He waves you back.
Yep. Proceed.
To meet with the Striders of Farlanen. You pass by what looks to be a painting nearest them on the wall, and it depicts what looks to be a group of men and a Morkoth playing cards. A small cigar pokes from the mouth of the Morkoth as he's focused intently upon his hand. The man that you met previously, Felion, he says, "Come on in. We've saved spots."
Sit down.
Does everybody sit?
Yep.
Yep.
Got it. Let's adjust your audio here. It's busy. The Drunken Morgoth is a popular place. People enjoy themselves here. They come to rest, relax, have a drink, play a few games, enjoy the company. The two men before you, Felion Shard. He introduces, "This is my partner, Ferio Elegoth." And Ferio looks, he has this sort of tousled blonde hair. It's got a center part, but it's very naturally wavy, not fully curled. Think like Irish curls, if you're going to think of curls. It's sort of thin and wispy. He is another half-elven man. He has a strong pointed jaw, and he appears to be in the midst of his cups. He nods to you while taking a long draw from his goblet. He places it down with this hard knock and wipes his face. "Forgive me. The name is Ferio."
Rowan.
Aaron.
Aiden, nice to meet you.
It's time we finally met. No more deals in the darkness. My friend Felion has informed me that you caught him. Felion cuts a pretty ugly glare at him, just like, it's not one that brothers cut at each other. It's kind of a mean glance. And Felion takes him, and then he stops. It's true. It's true. You spotted me. I thought that I had enough coverage and I was far enough away, but your sight is greater than many.
Your sight isn't bad either if you were watching us from there.
Had some practice. Please, drinks are on us this evening as a sign of good faith. Just order whatever you'd like, and it's on us.
Thank you. Now, as time is of the essence, ask that we get straight to the point. It is correct that you've been hired by the Lord Mayor to look for the missing children? Or is it to widely investigate the larger missing person cases? Correct me if I'm wrong, of course.
Take a moment, and they look at each other, brows furrowed.
Or is that perhaps the story that you were telling people to get them to answer your questions?
We were never hired by the Lord Mayor. It's simply easier to create less of a suspect of ourselves when we suggest that we were hired by the Lord Mayor. So yes, we have been telling them, but there is no truth to it.
Understood. And is it simply out of goodwill that you are searching around, or was there another purpose that you'd be willing to share?
It aligns with our ideals. Is there more to say than that?
No,
I guess not.
we can't fault you. We're searching for the exact same reason.
Arlan is usually more concerned with travel and the safety of travelers.
That's correct. You've had some dealings with us in the past.
I'm a devotee of Celestian, Arlan's brother.
that tracks based on what we've uncovered about you.
And well, I could think of various ways to that, where that would be a pretext for you to look into. I'm just wondering how you came about to be doing something altruistic. While my friends and I seem to have a altruistic streak about us, there are not many in this city who share said attribute.
We were investigating the missing children based upon the recommendation of someone who hired us. It's not in the nature of us to reveal whom of which hired us, but why are you doing it? Simple altruism can only go so far. We see that one of you has already been injured.
Yes, there's we think there's a lot more at play here than a simple trafficking ring. And altruism takes us very far, but is also requested to us. But maybe people, in fact, if you were waiting long, then I think we'd be willing to share that we have officially registered this quest with the guild.
So then you're a provisionary.
Right
You're a provisionary. Then this is your first.
This is our first, yes.
Officially, yes.
That's simply more than a feather in your cap, then. You have your reasons, of course, and we immediately have ours, but we were hired by, let's just keep them unnamed for the moment, to seek missing children. We believe that there's more at play than just simple children missing, that there is a link between the missing people and the children. And while we have no proof on the matter, there may be more at play than I think any of us fully understand in totality.
Our leads point to that as well.
Felion chimes in. We have not been able to speak with the one who desired our skills. He has somehow a greater capacity than most, as he has established some form of mental link with us. It completely went over our protections.
So somebody fairly powerful.
Yes, I believe so.
You know, just random speculation here, but the same sort of arcane array that could keep a master from sensing his familiar might also prevent a mental link from working between members who have such established.
It's crossed our mind as well.
Was the idea to impersonate being hired by the Lord Mayor your idea, or was it something requested of your employer?
Of our employer, actually. Listen, you have to understand that we're only doing this because you spotted us. That we wish to prove ourselves not an antagonist in your personal endeavors. We are simply trying to do the right thing and uncover some information along the way. This is an opportunity for us as well. We're still young within the Striders of Farlan, and we have quite a few steps before we reach a point of any poignancy in the agency.
I don't know as much of the Striders as Aiden over there does, but if he can vouch for the reputation of this organization, then we'd be more than willing to partner in returning these children to where they belong. We have actionable information we would like to take. We would like to act upon tonight.
Well,
And some of us are finding out this information all tonight at the same time.
I do apologize for being so cagey with the rest of you.
It's fine. We're here to exchange information anyway.
It just wasn't a good place and time.
Yes.
so then, what do you think you know that we don't right now?
We have an idea of who's doing it. Like who's kidnapping the people based on what we found out at the orphanage. And then due to Aaron's stabbing, we have an idea of a location where we can start looking for clues.
And where they may be coming from.
And we have a pretty good idea as well. Felian finally chimes back in. He is, again, the one with the longer darkened hair. You may not have much of a recollection of this, but I was spying upon you, and you found something that belonged to me.
Ah, the spyglass cover?
Ferio looks like with absolute disgust, like,
So you're the reason he got stabbed.
and he raises his hands. I was not the reason that he got stabbed. His curiosity. Why would you be on the streets alone at night?
I'm used to a much different Cauldron. It's been a long time since I've been within the city, and I was looking back at the lead. I assume we both know is where we need to go. I was on the way to the south gate.
We have seen multiple figures appearing from the darkened walls of Gelf's Locks. They seem to return, and they never come alone. There are multiple that seem to exit, and a few that move with them. But we've been unable to find where they've gone. We've even gone inside a handful of times. Have even gone as far as making requisitions for a lock from the locksmith himself, so as to appear on the up and up, if you will.
Did you ever go in the basement?
They kind of looked to each other a moment. We didn't even know there was a basement.
There is a door hidden behind some of the curtains. I was not able to spot it myself, but I have very strong tip that there is indeed the existence of this door.
There is a we marched throughout the gallery multiple times. It's stone floor.
It is said that Mr. Gelb has been delving into learning illusory magic.
Every day he's placed stone floor illusions.
I know nothing of magic.
With an operation such as this one, it's possible there is a more permanent structure in place to hide a door to an underground.
It would just take one simple spell, every now and again to cover, to say there's a trap door. All it'd have to do is just match the rest of the natural stone flooring.
All right.
Speculation. I haven't looked at it myself, but I do have a little bit of knowledge about arcane practices.
If you're willing, with us now registered with the guild and a accepted request from the Church of St. Cuthbert, we have a reasonable lead. We can be a lot more brash in exploring Keegan's store.
I mean, you'll only have one opportunity at success with this. The moment that you discover an illusion or find even a facade of a trapdoor in his establishment, it will become known amidst those that seem to be coming and going from this location. Do you risk the lives of those that have been abducted? Or do you have a better plan than this? We are even as unprepared as you, but I feel like we should have a plan for this if you are to enter.
Well, we are delving down into a basement, which would indicate, tunnels and such may be what we are delving through. So, yes, I would say we probably need a few more supplies to, deal with that sort of problem. As far as, anything else, it's our only lead, and you yourself have said you don't have any other leads. After a certain amount of time, you've got to you've just got to go, or anyone that may whatever they're doing with the kids and whoever else that they have taken of will have already taken place, while we dither about and wait for something to happen.
There is another option. The one who gave me this information, he has the underground of the city well mapped. There might be another entrance point we could use, but it would require an exchange. He doesn't do it for free.
And whom might that be?
Similar to your situation, I can't say his name.
Like, Fario sits back, he throws his hands back. Are we not here to trade in truths? Is anonymity more important than the lives of children?
Rowan just stares at Aaron.
I'm afraid of the consequence of him refusing to assist us further if I were to reveal his name. I'd be more than happy to request his presence and have him physically take you to him.
Did he tell you not to say his name? Or do you even know if that's his real name?
Do you not get back to him?
I believe, Rowan, you already know one of his...
He's going to turn to Fario and says he told him his name was Etch.
Fario looks at Felion. I don't know an Etch, do you? No, I don't know.
This is the first time we heard of him as well.
Very well, since it's out, he's been in the city for over 20 years now, working among the homeless population.
That's how we found out that Aaron was stabbed. He sent a homeless person that we know to tell us.
So then he is connected, but he has no resources, then?
He has more resource than I think most parties in this city, just not in coin. He trades in information.
So a rumor monger amidst the homeless. And how do you speak with him?
We would have to find Rowan's friend. That's our best known contact to him.
I feel like something's missing.
What was his name again, Rowan?
Morris.
Morris?
And why would he share this information with you? Why was he so eager to express this with you? Forgive me, but I don't understand your value right now.
We, as a party, have information that he wants.
What information is that?
We're kind of a blank spot in the city. We stumbled on with no background over past week. He wants very personal information, specifically about what we were doing outside of the city.
You are a bit odd, Felian says. We've been watching a handful of individuals privately skulking about, looking for anything you've touched. So what makes you so different than anyone else?
Turn, I look at Aaron very pointedly, like, is this the time?
You know, I'll just nod at Carter.
We're time displaced. We vanished for over 20 years because we met an angel in a pocket dimension.
You could say we were touched by an angel.
I mean, I touched the angel.
I can't tell if... Nope, Jen is alive. Okay, I was just making sure. Jen was just sitting so still, I thought he died for a moment.
He's just processing that
Yes.
lore dumped again.
Fario takes another long draw of the stein, slams it back down. An angel.
Yes.
Purple skin, golden wings.
And Felian looks and says, you expect us to believe that? Do you have any proof, any abject divinity that you might be able to call upon? Is there any...
I do a few things that people relate to divinity.
Other than that, we're very terrible liars.
Why would we lie?
We don't. I mean, that's the whole point. But, I mean, same information was given to the Adventurers Guild. It's... I wouldn't look it, but I am 39 years old.
He kind of moves his head to see the side of your head. You don't look half elven to me.
That's because he skipped 21 years.
Temporal displacement.
It didn't even give me an age.
Believe us or not, does it really matter if we're telling the truth in this regard or not, as long as we are, able to do the job?
No, I suppose it does not matter, but it just places you as a greater question in our minds. Let's pretend for a moment that everyone has said everything they have to. Except you. You have not said a single thing. Why are you sitting so quietly? He looks at you, Susura.
We know who it is.
I believe they've said everything that needs to be said. I don't have anything else to add.
Are you lying? I'm asking above game, above table.
I don't think Solsora's lying. The only thing she might be lying about is the fact that an angel engraved her holy symbol into her chest.
That's a pretty
I
big
don't know
one.
if that's lying. I don't know if that's lying, though. Because I don't know if that proves that an angel did us.
Sure.
It mostly just is, there's a random fucking shape. It's Solsora's chest that most people wouldn't understand unless they follow Palo.
Sure, yeah, he's still gonna kind of like eye you here.
Sure.
It's really difficult to read you. I mean, you've got a mask over your whole
yeah.
everything.
Can
do
Rowan
I-
interject in the middle of this and be like, so then you saw, if you've been watching us, you saw what happened with the last laugh? How are they involved with this?
We didn't see any events that transpired
That's not
between...
the one I wanted. I swear I'm clicking bluff.
As soon as we...
To where I was clicking bluff every single time. But also I'm at +0 to bluff, so it's not like I really have...
That's how we came about our quest. They were chasing somebody down the alley, and then they were accosting them, saying to stay out of finding the missing children, and that they were from the last laugh. And they left us with this coin, and he takes out the coin.
Dropped a confetti bomb to my hand.
We
Yeah, they didn't...
are aware that they're involved, but we did not see this transpire that evening.
Yeah, the only question I have is how exactly are they involved? Are they contractors, conspirators, the source, or are they competitors, and maybe they were wronged, and they just don't want anyone else to get revenge before they do.
Nefario looks to Felion again before looking to each of you. I think they're muscle. If I had to venture a guess, I would say I think it's muscle. People know what's happening, but nobody's talking about it. They're either being bought or they're being threatened.
Well, no one's got any money, so I'm gonna go with threatened.
Yeah,
I would
say that again.
That would make the most sense. So, I think we either go with plan A of fast and loud and
That's my favorite plan.
I like plan A.
break in and hope for the best, or we
Remember to
try
keep
to
murder negligible.
They didn't say no breaking in.
Yes, but the murder to negligible.
I have no plans to murder. I just want to grab the kids and leave.
You're not
Or
the person I'm
we
worried about, Carter.
try to do the more subtle route and contact this Etch and see if he can get us in elsewhere.
The waiter walks by at this point and drops down a round of drinks for everyone, and as he kind of pushes it across the table, he sets one down in front of you, Silsora. He sets one down just to the left in front of Aiden, and Rowan gets his. He gives two more large goblets, steins to Fario and Felion, and then he sets one in front of, oh my God, Aaron. Why did your name evade me there? Completely evaded me. He sets one down in front of Aaron, and he goes, "If there's not anything else, I'll be on my way in." And as he swings his hand to kind of turn, he knocks the drink, like the one right in front of Aaron. He just completely busts it off the table. The drink runs straight down your person. He doesn't even stop or say anything. He just walks away.
I'll look down at the glass and like the stuff. Like, it's
beer. You literally
beer.
have like ale just poured all over your person.
That seems really odd for a waiter, though.
Do you glance back? Does anyone like look at the waiter at all, or you guys just immediately turn to like what happened? Is this the train wreck of like I can't look away from the beer?
I'm looking at the dude that did this. I'm looking at this waiter for sure.
The waiter moves into the crowd of people that are moving around the bar itself, and he just kind of falls in line with everyone else.
He didn't even let me order food.
Did not.
Is there anything left on the table, like maybe underneath the glass, or
Give me perception. Aaron, you're glancing like down your person, and you don't see it. I mean, it's just wet. Like you literally you're soaked in ale at this point. The tankard itself, the stein, has kind of been like flipped over, and it kind of rolled to one side before hitting the handle of the tankard. And there's nothing else, but like your eye catches what looks to be something that is in the bottom, or at least on the bottom of the tankard. This like wooden stein.
Yeah, I'll go to pick up the tankard and take a look at it.
When you look at it, you can see the image is fleeting. It's super, super fast. But the moment that you kind of glance at it and your eyes connect, you see it illuminate briefly, this like sort of gold emblazing flash. And it's literally a dagger going upward through a pair of lips.
Mm.
And then as you kind of like move the stein up to get a better look at it, it just like flakes away.
And this isn't the last laugh symbol, correct?
No.
No. I believe I just got a warning.
Is the drink bad? And he like sniffs the drink.
Nope.
They save you from poison?
It's not bad.
What kind of warning?
I start drinking.
I spoke too much.
About what?
You didn't say anything.
I see what you're doing here.
Honestly, you didn't say anything.
I like that he say just, I see what you're doing here. And everyone else is like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah. I just looked at Ferio and Felian. See?
This is a regular
See why we're stumbling?
It's
There are, yeah,
You didn't say
people not
anything.
talking seem to be a common occurrence. So
I was speaking, so why would you be threatened?
it's the information I was hesitant to reveal.
You didn't reveal anything. I revealed it.
Yes.
Aaron
knock
gets
over
the
my
warning because Etch doesn't have any quarter with you yet.
Yeah, but he
Or
knows
Etch
who
wants
we
your
are.
info more than he wants to warn you.
If I didn't
or
know
maybe
any
he's only
better.
not scared of Aaron and he's scared of the rest of us.
That's fair too.
I mean, I'm friends with Morris.
Possible.
Yeah, me too. We've literally helped the homeless.
I think it might be time to take a walk outside. Unless there's any more actionable information we wish to share among each other.
I'm not sure what you need.
Once again, Aaron has told us absolutely nothing.
Is there anything that you have questions for us? You've been forthright so far with what we've asked.
What's the involvement of the church?
They want to find the kids.
They want to find the kids, but also their influence is waning. The other churches are bigger, so if they find the kids, it looks good for them as well.
Yeah, it's bigger than that, though.
That's what we were told.
No, not with them. Your personal stakes. Why do these kids matter to you guys?
We kind of met while saving kids. We were just kind of on a roll.
Well, also the most recent kids that got taken were ones that we're responsible for.
Yeah, they took
So
the
now-
kids we just saved.
We're 100% invested.
Got it. Okay. I don't want you to think that we even for a moment forgot that you declared that you were touched by an angel.
No, I touched the angel.
Just not sure where to file that for right now.
just file it under weird shit that has happened so far in the course of the investigation.
I don't even understand how any of this connects. None of this connects. None of it makes any sense.
My only lead as far as common ground between everybody that was taken is, at least among the children, is they were born in Cauldron.
How is the church helping you? Are they just providing you resources?
Pretty much, they gave us the quest so we could be provisioned by the Adventurers Guild, and they provided some monetary
Allowance.
charity in order to assist with procuring supplies for the investigation.
Then how did you stumble upon Gelv's logs?
It's
It was Mhm. Yeah.
something recommended by the Genya at the church, and also the orphanage uses Gelv's locks.
It was just the initial line of thought was, how are people getting into houses when, you know, everything's locked up so well? And if he's the most prominent lock maker, then probably most of the locks are from him. So it just was a natural train of thought.
Aaron, give me the bluff. Jenya did not say, go investigate Keegan Gelv.
Did she not?
No.
She didn't.
No, she gave us a prophecy that we can't tell them how we got.
Oh, yeah, one more. Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
His
thought
face,
you might.
his face doesn't lie.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Again, the two least
Well-
charismatic people have to roll the bluffs.
I'm gonna reroll. I've got 2. That's better.
So that's might be me
23 is
misunderstanding. I thought she Oh, well, I guess in the prophecy it does say locks, but Genya did say, like, hey, Keegan Go is the most renowned locksmith. Maybe he can assist with the investigation. At least according to my notes.
Yeah, you just have to realize charismatically where that falls, and what you said. We have to. I can't parse it for both Bulba and for Aaron at the same time.
No, I understand.
That's why Rowan kind of extrapolated on it a little more.
Right. How would she have guessed that?
We can't tell you.
Why?
We made a promise.
Is a promise really greater than these children's lives? Do I need to echo the sentiment?
This one,
Yes.
unfortunately, is.
This one has to be.
I can put it this way. You're an intelligent man. Who's the first person a priest asks if they want to know something?
So you're saying she heard a prayer?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh boy. Okay.
I tell you everything I can, but I did promise not to tell about that one, so you get nothing on that one.
But you keep bringing it up so people ask about it.
You guys brought it up.
No.
They're the ones grilling Aaron about it. He's already
No.
suspicious.
Fario and Felian are just waiting. They're just letting this happen.
Look, I know I'm not the most charismatic. I don't do lying. Anyway, it's through the conversation, even though we're a bit odd, you can probably judge that our intentions are genuinely
Noble,
to try
yes.
Yes.
You are right about all parts of that sentence. You are, in fact, quite a bit odd. But I
you
can't
know-
ignore the truth that you are seeking out the children, either for pay or for righteousness.
Do you know about the ones that are getting into the houses?
I mean, we presumed it's the ones that are walking from the building.
The ones that can pass through walls?
Yes, but not with the children. Every time they've been spotted, they have to go through the front door.
So then it's two separate groups.
Or maybe they just can't carry something else with them through the wall.
That's
Do
what
you
we
see
think it
them?
is.
Do you see them going in through the front door and out, or just out through the front door?
Only back into the front door when they've collected them.
Okay. So yeah.
So they send the shadows in, unlock it from the inside, and carry everyone out.
Oh, they walk. There's no carrying. They're not very large, but they're fast. And there's more than I think that we feel safe trying to pursue.
Understood. So probably option 2. We try to see if there's another way to this underground where they're being held.
Another way besides the first way that nobody's been able to find in the first place?
Well, it's much like they said, if we go in and are unable to find it, or even if we are able to find it, it immediately alerts them that their place of business has been trespassed upon.
But obviously Keegan is involved. We can get information from him. He's being forced probably to work for him because his familiar is missing.
Right, we'd heard about that. Starbrow, right?
Starbrow.
Mhm.
Yes.
So
We've not
maybe if
seen
we
anything since we've begun investigating. No sign of a familiar whatsoever. We're not even sure what we're looking for. We just caught a name.
It's a rat.
Right, a rat. That makes sense.
But if his familiar isn't with him, then obviously it's still being held. And maybe they're using that to their advantage. So maybe we can get him to be on our side and show us where this door is and let us in. Everybody in the city thinks the guard's useless. He's not going to help the guard. We're not the guard.
Wait, when did you say that the children that you were looking after were taken?
Just
It's been
last night.
Well, yes, the latest, the orphans, of course, were 6 days ago, but last night the other children were taken.
They took 3 boys.
They don't move that quickly. I would be surprised with 3 boys if they would come out tonight at all. It might be the easiest opportunity to find your way in this evening without opposition. If you were to go tonight.
Do you want to come with us?
We cannot. The Striders of Falanan are forbidden from working amidst the Adventurers Guild, and we are not recognized as an operational entity inside of Cauldron.
Understood.
Our involvement would net us quite a bit of trouble. Even if we found the children, we would still be in trouble.
In that case, let's just say we had a great meeting of sharing information, and you just happened to be looking over Keegan's workshop as we entered.
Since I doubt there are any shops open this late, do you happen to have access to any sort of delving type equipment that would help us? We have some, but not nearly enough for any sort of prolonged exploration.
We do have some provisions, but not entirely sure what to expect down there. If it's in the basement, then presume that would lead further into Cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's a tunnel that leads to just outside of the city, but yes, we can part ways with a handful of our instruments. It's not much, it's just a few ropes, some pitons, and a hammer. But it's something.
Torches and sunrods?
Torches.
Be most helpful, and just know that if we fail, we are not coming back.
I would presume as such.
Question. If we're successful, how do you get credit?
We
You're
won't
looking
get
to
credit.
Advance yourselves.
There's no credit for that. Simply knowing that that the children have returned. That's enough for us. Rowan, can I get a sense motive?
Are you offering the sense motive rule to everybody?
I think you can. I think everybody can try.
I would love to try.
Rowan.
Yeah, I'll roll mine. Cool.
Rowan, you're the only person to catch that there is certainly something more about it. It was small, minute, just hit his face like he wants to say more. The lips purse before they fold in, becoming very thin. And then he says the part about how it's peace of mind. The children will be safe.
Well,
do have...
if we're successful, and I'm sure the church will make an announcement that they had a hand in it, we can also mention that the Striders of Falanan were involved, if that will help you.
It certainly would not. We would go under fire for our involvement.
Okay. Well, if
You
there's
guys
any
can't do
way
anything
that
in the city?
We can walk in and operate tangentially, but not under any claim of like what we are discussing tonight.
You mentioned that you lost your mental connection with your superior. Does he perhaps have a name that we might recognize him by if we happen to see him as being a victim of same self people?
Elithor Ashstaff.
that's on the list.
We were hired by Elithor Ashstaff.
He's on the list.
I see how these things will be connected. Well, it seems we have more incentive then to get this done. How soon could we get those supplies?
In just moments. We are betting here at the Morkov. Felian nods and he gets up and leaves the table. He'll come back a few moments later. There are 2 backpacks with 4 ropes, a dozen pitons, and a small hammer. Also, 6 torches as well.
Do you really think we'll be climbing?
Better to have it and be prepared than not have it and need it.
I mean, it is underground. You know, who knows where, if we find a tunnel, where it will go and whatnot.
Well, if they're transporting people, I'm assuming they're not making them climb up and down rock walls and such. But yes, it's better to have it, I guess.
If anything comes to fruition, if anything at all, proof of the people that took them, a location, anything, we would like remarks on the endeavor. It would help us understand why this is happening, maybe prevent this from happening again.
Of course. That's not a problem. We'll answer any and all questions we can. Sometimes we make promises, so.
They nod in agreement.
Only one last question. How proficient are you with opening locks? So that way we don't have to bash in a door. If he should not answer a knock.
Do you think they could even open the locks on that door?
They both draw a small hammer from their belt. Efficient enough.
See? Plan A.
Works for me.
Well, I mean, if they're just going to use a hammer, I mean, they're not supposed to be here, so we might as well just hit it ourselves.
True.
If only there was some sort of magic that can open up locks on a door.
Yeah, if only. If only I had access to a scroll or something of said magic.
Then with that, we are going to draw a veil tonight. This is our best place to stop before we move into full crawl. I know what's coming next, and I know that you're not completely prepared for this. I'm also I am also very much aware that it's going to get violent fast. So, we draw our veil here this evening as each of you
here we go.
to polish off the rest of your stein of whatever ale happens to be there. You're given free bread, anything that's going to help prepare you for whatever endeavor is coming. If you so desire to overdo it, please let me know so that I can make you a little tipsy going into your life-saving and harrowing event.
I'd like to overdo it on the bread so I have food.
Got it.
I mean, only Aaron overdid it on the alcohol. I mean, he smells like a brewery now.
True.
Hell no.
That's right, farm. Steal the unlimited breadsticks.
That's right. Now we have rations, guys. Unlimited breadsticks.
This is not
Cars.
the fucking Olive Garden.
Carter, steal all the rations and then we can give them to the homeless people.
Complimentary bread. Complimentary bread.
All right. Now, I know tonight we had very few opportunities at rolling. I am still grateful for all the subs that came through this evening. It helps a lot. It makes the month's bills feel a lot easier. But I will tell you,
And a lot of us had to use rerolls anyway.
next week,
Yes.
you guys are gonna use your rerolls. There isn't a way that I presume that you're not. If one of you walks away having a full set of your rerolls left, I will be impressed.
Challenge
Yes,
accepted.
Challenge accepted. He just accepts whatever's coming his way. It's a perception check. It don't matter anyway. What's up, Christy?
I never succeed.
Are you, with this big noise of our rerolls, are you offering more than 5?
6th will be on the table under the same gauze and guys. Cause and guys. I said that backwards.
You know what that means, chat? We're fucked.
You know what that means, chat, is we need your help. Please. Please. We're just a starving new provisional guild trainee. Please.
Chat, we need your help because the most we can get is 6 rerolls, and he has almost 10 desperation dice saved up.
It's true. I will say, as the benevolent storyteller that I am, everybody level up.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
You guys should be level
3. Hell
We need-
yeah.
About needing that scroll.
We need to talk, Bub, because of the thing I was thinking of.
Okay, you just
picking
called
up.
us level 2. We're level 3.
We can talk. I'm gonna have some time. I'm gonna have some time for sure. We can sit down and work on some things with your characters. I would like to handle that sooner before later, because what's coming is gonna be hard. I'm not gonna mince any words here, guys. This is gonna be hard. I'll just drop this little look-see, okay? This is your dungeon.
God damn.
It's big.
Oh, chat,
It's-
I hope
it's a
you're
big
ready
one.
for 7 sessions of dungeon crawling.
It might be.
Yippee!
So, it's not too late in the night. If you decide that you can walk away, even if just for a minute, and hit the general store to pick up general goods, food, water skins, water, torches, anything else that you feel like you might need, a 10-foot pole. It's your best opportunity. You do have funds. You can use them.
We have a 6-foot pole, Aaron.
So Sora has all of these funds. And they're allotted per person.
If you succeed, this will be a significant endeavor and feather in your cap for Angel's Folly.
Yay.
It's a big one.
I want a shield.
What a shield! You know what? Buy it. Buy everything that you need, guys. That's gonna be it for us tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and briefly discuss things with them in our after call. Thank you for watching episode 14. Episode 15 is gonna be banger. 14 was sure as heck fun. I enjoyed this. It was informative. We had to go through some bureaucracy, getting some things signed,
Bub's
dotted, labeled, crossed.
This is now the second time Bub's gonna have to remake the title because the
Yep.
title that he gave me isn't gonna work again. This is gonna be the second remake of the title. Take
Yep.
3.
Spoiled.
Yep,
Well,
We'll just call it bureaucracy or paperwork, something like that.
Papers, please.
Papers, Please. I was actually thinking Papers, Please is the perfect. It's the perfect title. Papers, Please is our episode. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Come back next week. Bye bye.